Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the show today. Very happy to have you here. Hopefully, everyone's having themselves a good life because that's what's important. And of course, one of the things about the old westerns that we used to watch when we were growing up, and they still make them, was teach you about life and how to do the right thing. Especially if you're watching old John Wayne, he was always about doing the right thing. But Clint Eastwood a little bit different take on what's right, I guess. But nevertheless, the westerns were really good creator of moral fiber. I don't know so much about Sex in the City, though.
Hmm.
But welcome.
Yeah. That's a
I'm
far departure.
well. That was I was going for that. Anyway, I'm going to go over here and hit that like and share button. Hopefully, you guys will do the same. Let everybody know we're on, of course, and come be part of the show today. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be talking about westerns, of course, western movies, and they come in many flavors, not just movies. We've got comic books, movies, TV show, books. Well, my dad used to read tons of. What was that old one that our dads read, guys? Le,
Oh, my dad,
Lemaine, Laramine,
Lamore,
Lamore. Yeah, Lamore. That's the one. Yeah. I think it's Lamore.
he one
Yeah.
did Lonesome Dove.
I didn't. I never read one.
Louis
I
Louis L'Amour?
maybe. It sounds like that's right. But all the our dad's age guys read those books, those westerns. But there were a bunch of them. But there's a lot of genre with westerns. Of course, you have cowboy movies, which there's sometimes the cowboy movies can be a little bit different. What was that John Wayne movie where it really is a cowboy movie, but the hook is that they're selling them to the American Army, a Mexican Army, or something like that. Was the hook? But basically, it was the whole movie was just about them moving cattle. They have those too. But nevertheless, I did hit my like and share button. I did that, and the first thing that pops up on my Twitter is a what is that? Pakistani getting shot. It's not good. Alrighty then. But we're going to get into it now. Of course, I'm not surprised at all that Rosa is here because she is a cowboy. So Uh,
Woohoo!
hoo. Well, how are you, Eric? How are you today?
I am spectacular.
It's good. So, first question right out because we're going to have many questions today. First question right out the box. Favorite Western? Go.
Tombstone.
Yeah, that's mine. There's so many good ones I love. Pale Rider is so close to it, but Tombstone, man, you just can't get past Val Kilmer, dude. He absolutely owned that. I can't think of another movie that an actor owned more. You know what I mean? And it
Oh
gets
yeah.
it
Oh
gets
yeah,
bonus
yeah.
points. So for that, there's a few things like if you want to talk about, Anthony Hopkins in The Last Indian, it was pretty good performance, dude. It was, but Val Kilmer, dude, Tombstone, very good. Jeff, what you got? What's your favorite cowboy western movie? Shoot 'em up.
I was gonna say Pale Rider, but
Oh, I love that one. Yeah.
Sweet.
um, you know, which one? High Plains Drifter's way up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Pale Rider, I think, is Clint Eastwood's attempt to do High Plains Drifter better. I feel
Yeah. Well,
later
no,
he was
they're related. The
no,
the two the
they
two
feel
movies
so.
are actually related. No,
They
no,
Yeah.
it's not. They don't feel so.
they
There
are
was something I read that they
okay.
are actually related. That
I didn't know that.
the preacher is, I think, this is the gunslinger from the first one.
Well, he is
Yeah.
assumed to be the ghost of the killed sheriff, and in that first High Plains Drifter, they actually used Clint's longtime stunt double to play the sheriff who gets killed. Right?
Sweet.
So he does
Yeah.
have a similarity, but not the same. And of course, in High Plains Drifter, he's assumed to be there from the little girl's wish, right? From Pale Rider. But yeah, Pale Rider is such an epic movie. Honestly, there's so many. I mean, like more recently, we had Bone Tomahawk. and that's a
Yeah,
Western
that-
horror, and that
yeah,
cranks, dude.
Oh, yeah.
that's another. That's one of my favorites as well
Yeah.
because that thing is
Wow.
that is brutal.
It is brutal, but everyone did a great job, and of course, Kirk Douglas
Right.
kind of sprinkles pixie dust on shit. But nevertheless,
Yeah, Kirk
but,
Douglas wasn't
just-
in that.
I don't know. Kirk Douglas
He-
definitely was
Russell.
in that.
Yeah,
Kurt
no,
Russell.
not Kurt Russell.
I said that.
Kurt Russell was in that. No,
You said
yeah, I
Kirk
see.
Douglas.
I most certainly didn't say Spartacus.
Very
You said
true.
Michael Douglas's father.
Oh God. You know
But
what I meant.
Just as
Well-
an FYI, the Revenant in the Tomb
Mm-hmm.
was kind of inspired by Pale Rider.
Oh, interesting.
One of my
Interesting.
inspirations.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great movie, man. But yes, I'm sorry, Kurt Russell, not Kirk Douglas. They're not even the same name. But nevertheless, let me move along. Oh, hi, Amy. How you doing? You're muted.
So long as it wasn't Mike Douglas.
No,
That would be very different.
it would be different. But do you have a favorite Western? You gotta. I mean, you're an American. It's required.
Oh, a favorite Western?
Yeah.
Was a cartoon, I think in the, I don't know if it was 80s or 90s. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. It was like this sci-fi, like
Brave Star.
cowboy guy, and he had yeah, that's it.
Brave Star.
He has a robot that can talk,
Dude.
right?
Boom.
That's
Brave Star.
awesome.
No, Brave Star was great. Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, that's what I mean. Westerns kind of cover everything. That's for sure. But yeah, I don't think you can. Let me give you a little example about this. I mean, there's plenty of people who like westerns outside of America, but I'd say the planet itself is kind of so about it, right? But because it's a very American thing, right?
Yes.
But because we Americans are still have our toe a little bit in that frontier thinking, where no one else in the world has that. However, let me give you an example of
Whoa.
something. Now, over here in China, they eat not only cats but dogs.
Oh,
Now, to be fair, the
True.
Chinese will eat anything that stands still long enough.
Mhm.
I mean, they eat
Yeah.
some really rancid stuff, but they'll eat it.
absolutely.
Now,
Wow.
well, I'm just saying. Now, the Japanese look upon the eating of cats and dogs as abhorrent, just like we do. It's like, that's our pet. What are you doing? However, the Japanese do absolutely love horse meat, particularly in raw form, in sashimi form. Now, yes, because we're Americans, we think that way. I imagine around the world, most people don't have the same thought. But we're Americans. You don't eat horse. Trigger is your friend.
Yes, Trigger is your friend. He helps you with everything.
He does. He's better than Flipper and Lassie put together.
Combined.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What about Mr. Ed, though?
Well, I mean, they can take him. He's glue.
Oh, horse. Of course.
Yes, of course. But anyway, let's move along. So I'm going to go over to Melissa. Hi, Melissa.
Love it.
Hi, Chester. Hi, Chester. Hi, Rosa. How you feeling? How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm actually having a great day. It's a beautiful sunny day. I got some nice hot coffee. I'm sitting here talking with a bunch of friends, and we're going to do some art about cowboys and gunslingers. I love that. Yeah.
Oh,
So-
this is so
I can't believe we haven't done this before. I really don't get it.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's weird. It's such an American thing. Maybe because we have such a mixed group of people, we haven't done it before. Anyway, Melissa, the question is, what is your favorite Western?
Huh. Ooh, let's see.
Any genre, right?
Okay, my favorite Western, I suppose this might be a little silly, but I think it might be An American Tale, Fievel Goes West.
Well, that's a Western. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
enjoyed that.
Russian boy gone to the West,
Yeah,
which is very American thing.
yeah, it's very American.
It is.
Mhm.
That was a good movie, actually. I was younger when that came out, but I actually enjoyed that one. Kind of. Did I see that with my wife? When did that come out?
That has to be like early '90s.
I think very early 90s.
Yeah, maybe it was before her. Maybe I was the second one I watched with her. But yeah, I remember that. Somewhere out there. No, that's not. That's a different one. Something about a star. We're
What?
under the same star.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the first one, An
It
American
is.
Tail.
It's somewhere out there.
Somewhere out there. Da 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 da. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Anyway, good. Very good. Rosa,
Yes.
favorite Western, please. And you're Texas,
I have.
so you're
I
so
can't
you're.
pick just
No,
one.
I understand that you're executed twice if you don't have a favorite Western in Texas. I'm pretty sure.
I have 4, so I have to say right away the Alamo Boomkins. Put it there. There it goes. Now the second one. Okay, so I would of course go to the trilogy, the Clint Eastwood, Pale Rider trilogies that are out there. All the spaghetti westerns that were fantastic. Love each and every one. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go different on y'all. So first of all, I have to say Tombstone, #1 out there. Brought it back to Western. Perfect. Nothing. It's the ultimate buddy movie for a cowboy movie. It literally speaks of real people doing real things with family. It is the epitome of what it means to be that cowboy spirit and to have that blood bond with other people, even if it's her friend. And that relationship between Kilmer and Russell is just it
Oh
hits
no,
me
it's
in
an
the
amazing flick.
feeling. It's like that's the most
absolutely
brotherhood thing I've ever seen. It's just extraordinary. And I love Doc Holliday. I've read all about him. I'm a big fan of the Outlaws, and so I actually have books and books and books about Outlaws. So I love that kind of stuff. But I'm going to go to one that's a little different. It's actually the Cowboys with John Wayne in it once again. John Wayne.
That's the one I was talking about earlier. That's the one I was talking about earlier. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I missed it. Bruce Dern gives us one of the greatest villains, and people say, "Oh, it would be insane that kids would go on the trail." It was not. My grandfather at age 13 actually had a pair of oxen. He hauled lumber out of the East Texas sawing camps. And so kids went to work early. These guys would have been out there. And so once again, the Cowboys, just for that feel of what it means to be a cowboy, to be out on that horse and to look at the cattle moving the way they do and to learn something about it. We learn along with them. But my last one is one of my greatest ones. I haven't heard anybody mention it yet. Unforgiven with Clint Eastwood once again.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Gene Hackman killed it in that.
Gene Hackman stole it. He stole it. Yeah. It kicks me in the gut every time because he says, "But I'm building a house."
Yeah, I know. It was a great last line. Yeah, it was.
It is. It's just beautiful. It is. And that affected me so much in my series, especially because those villains, they're still villainous. You still want them to get what's coming to them. Yeah. And you still see the humanity, that ability to say, this is a human and you're still going to have to do it. You're still going to have to do your job.
Well, you know,
extraordinary. No, he shouldn't have killed Ned.
He shouldn't have killed Ned and Len hung. Well, no, that wasn't the killing. Wasn't what pissed him off. It was hanging him outside the bar like that. That's what pissed him off, actually. But anyway, everything you said is actually accurate. And the thing about the Tombstone, that the only thing that irked me about that a little bit was it was actually pretty accurate, right? They covered the Red Scarfs, and it was really very accurate. However, the one thing that was wrong is the lady who played Big Nose Kate was way too hot.
Now, I've seen pictures of Big Nose. She wasn't.
Nah,
ugly.
she was called Big Nose for a reason, Rosa.
Yes, but she wasn't considered ugly. In fact,
no, I disagree.
I'm going to tell you right now, she was well known as having read her biography, her life. And when you look at witnesses from that time, because once again, I'm telling you, I'm a Doc Holliday fan.
You're a woman, and I'm a man.
I am a woman. Now, I'm telling you that when we talk about Kate's status as a woman who was actually in the business, in quotes, she was considered to be attractive. She had all of her teeth. She was considered to be beautiful in that respect, that her shape.
Oh, back then, that's what did it.
There's our standard. She had all her teeth. That's a good one. You keep that woman.
Isn't it true that they don't know if it was really because of her nose or she was very nosy and got into people's business, is why they called her Big Nose.
Well, I've seen several of her pictures. She has a big nose, and she
has a big nose in
the
sense it's not huge. It is not. It's not extraordinarily huge. It is a prominent feature, but for whatever
She
reason, Jack
kind
did
of
not.
looks like my Uncle Jack in drag.
I do not think
dear
so. Have you
God.
seen pictures of her when she's younger?
No.
Because remember, you're looking at the older pictures when she actually had her bot. She actually had some of her work come out.
Now
and
you
she
know who
became
was
a
a cutie though was Calamity Jane.
Actually, yes. But
Yeah.
Calamity Jane was at one point was known for not being as hygienic as she should have been, and actually that was
Oh
probably
no,
a
she
protection.
smelled and was filthy. That's true. But
she
of
did
course,
that to keep people away from her. She actually
yeah,
did that to keep them away,
maybe.
and they did.
But a lot of things in Hollywood about the actual, because we're kind of crossing the streams here. We're talking about Western movies. We're not talking about real history, because real history, the actual West was nowhere near as violent as Hollywood would like you to think. Matter of fact, most of the cattle ranchers made deals with each other instantly, rights over land, water. There really wasn't a lot. And when they talk about some of these wars, these range wars, and these battles, and these things that took place, like with Billy the Kid and his group, of course, they were
Guns.
they were very small events, very small. So the West was nowhere near as wild as they want us to think it is.
It was more territorial when you look at the Battle for the Nueces Strip. That area.
Yeah, but
And
how
the
many
fact
people
that-
died in that? 22, 23 people?
I think it was more than that.
No, they're
You had approximately
small.
40 to
They're really
40 to
small,
50.
Rosa. The
But you
biggest
remember,
one.
you have a very small population also.
Well, the biggest
you
one they
also
ever
look back
had.
to-
The biggest one they ever had was the one that surrounds Billy the Kid and his crew, and it was 200 people. That's the biggest one ever.
Yeah.
By far.
That's
It's
still-
like 10 times
yeah.
bigger than everything else.
when you look at the number of people in the area as opposed to that new, and remember, we also have other ones that took place in Texas, specifically over the Shelbyville area, where they had probably upward of 60 to 70 people were killed. So
yeah,
there
but
were
that
some-
was their own damn fault.
Well, they got poisoned, dude.
Yeah.
Poisoned by one of the women from the other side. Went and poisoned these people.
But yeah, now my point is the West was nowhere near as bad as we think.
Yeah, not as yeah.
Really what kind of kicked things off is you had these kind of wild, they weren't even Indian tribes. They were like bandit groups, Indian bandit groups, that kind of forced the government to come in and protect the settlers, and that's where things got ugly.
Before you guys go any further, hang on. Before you guys go any further.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I didn't ask all my questions, so I better do that. Hey, Jason.
Jason.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Question is, what's your favorite Western?
It's between Unforgiven and
I
Bone
love you.
Tomahawk.
And which one?
Mm,
Bone
Bone
Tomahawk?
Tomahawk.
Oh, it's such
Yep.
a good movie, dude. It's really
It
good.
really is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch this now.
Oh, don't watch it alone.
Yeah. It's
Oh, really?
kind of,
Yeah,
It's
especially Bone Tomahawk
brutal.
is
Yeah.
very brutal.
It's a Western
Oh.
horror, and it is a horror, legitimately.
That's
It's
like-
Craig is
Oh.
known for his brutal
Yeah.
stories.
yeah,
so
and he's good at them.
Beware.
It's like
Oh, maybe
three
it's not gonna
quarters of it is a great Western. The last quarter is probably one of the most cringeable horrors, and I'm not talking cringe in a good way. Cringeable
No.
horrors that you'll probably ever watch.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Thundero says The Good, Bad, and the Ugly is the best movie set in the West. Well, it is one of those epic Gone with the Wind-esque things. It is quite
Is it? No.
epic. Yeah.
You know, there's another Western horror story,
Mhm.
and that is The Burrowers. And in fact, I saw that.
Oh, that's a good one too.
And I seem to remember that was a very good movie.
It was good. I liked it myself. But we still got to
But
ask Mike. Hi, Mike.
Go ahead.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, just dandy.
Now, bananas are not really native to the America, so you might not actually be able to answer this question. I don't know. Do you have a favorite Western?
Yes.
I think Mike's going to say the Apple Dumpling Gang.
Oh, that was good though. I enjoyed that.
Dag nabbit. No, honestly, my favorite Western is The Rifleman. I love that show.
That was a good show.
Oh, I love
That
it.
was a good show. Yeah, everyone kind of
And,
dropped the shows. Bonanza, Gunsmoke. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know. I always love that show, and if I catch it on reruns, I'll if I have nothing to do, I will tune in for a full episode before I go do anything else.
Yeah, no, I do love that show as well. It's interesting how so many of these westerns stick with us for so long. And like I said, I feel it's an American phenomena. Because I've been all over the
Yes.
world and talked with lots of people for different purposes and reasons. And no one ever talks about westerns other than us.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah, they don't.
Really?
I mean,
Michael.
they might agree that oh yeah, that Unforgiven was a pretty good movie, but they don't think of it as a western. It's just an American movie, right? Like over here in Japan with the old generation, I mean the old guys. They were big fans of Charles Bronson and of course John Wayne. And my father-in-law, his favorite movie of all time is Shane.
Oh, that's a fantastic movie.
Yeah. So the older guys seem to be more into it than my age and younger. But like I said, I think it's a very American thing. Um,
I have
uh,
one other thing for that list, Chester.
mhm.
And nobody's mentioned it. It was a short story. It's nothing great, but I love it, and that is 310 to Yuma.
Oh,
Has
which
anybody
one? The original or the
Oh,
remake?
the Christian Bale remake? I liked it.
Yeah, it's good. It's one of those remakes that's better than the original.
Right.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that film, and I'm we can save this topic for later, but I would love to see Hollywood just adapt a couple short stories. You know how much money they could make just doing simple short stories?
yeah.
Yeah. I know they get too epic. Just make a simple story, dude, like that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So
I
that's all.
There's an emergency I need to deal with. Give me a second. It
Yep.
seems that
Oh, yeah.
Thundero has fallen into a quantum continuum.
Uh-oh.
No.
It's afraid so. We're gonna have to lasso him out of that because he says Japan has a huge Western culture, Chester, and I didn't hear the sarcasm in the reading.
What?
Better get Ant-Man on it to pull him out of the closet.
Maybe. I mean, we need the Ant-Man. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. There is most certainly not a huge Western culture here, unless you're being in tongue-in-cheek and meaning they like all the logans and iconography of America and Europe, then you would be true. Because the Japanese are obsessed with iconography. They don't know anything at all about the actual icon that they're looking at, though. But
Oh,
the
you know
old
what?
dudes.
I see where that's coming from Thundero. Because anytime we watch like a Japanese movie, especially from the 80s and 90s, and they were singing karaoke, they were always singing some kind of Western song, like old Western TV song in the karaoke.
Well, there you go, or maybe just a
Yeah.
jingle. I've actually seen them singing jingles like out of that movie with Sylvester Stallone and the black guy there.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, really.
But not really though. I the old dudes, like I said, the old dudes love them some John Wayne boy. But anyway, you guys should get drawing here. And whilst you begin doing that, I'm going to go ahead and start looking at and talking about some of the other things that we could look at. Now, first things first, let me take a look here and take a look at this, some stuff I brought up for imagery for our guests. Well, I guess I'll share so you guys can see it. That would be
cool.
nice of me, wouldn't it?
I-
Okay.
No one mentioned the Lone Ranger either.
Dude, the Lone Ranger's
Oh, dude.
forever.
There's so
Forever.
much stuff it's too big a genre to be honest with you. Anyway, I shared so you guys take a look. But let me come over here. Now, of course, we've talking about movies, a little bit of a cartoon and TV came in there. But we also have comic books, and of course, Jonah Hex has many comic books. There was actually a movie which didn't do great, but I thought it was okay. They didn't give it the love it needed, to be honest with you, because Jonah is an interesting story. To be honest, I felt in the Guillermo del Toro Hellboy and the way he interacted with the dead was more of what Jonah should have been. Because one of the big things about Jonah is he can speak to the dead. That's like his big thing, right? and he uses it to his advantage on many occasions. But nevertheless, Jonah Hex, of course, is a good Western. We have some other classic comics here. Red Rider. Red Rider comics, baby. And there
Didn't
were,
they make him gay later?
of course, they've made them all gay. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course they have.
I kind of remember that.
This one right here, they 100% Marvel has made gay today. Roja Kid,
Oh, that's who I'm thinking of. Yeah, the Rawhead.
and
yeah.
he's all super gay now, as if
Yeah.
we.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Huh?
It's Marvel. Yeah.
No.
Marvel is the worst. Everybody is gay or gender swapped or race swapped or all of the above, actually, quite often.
Yep.
That's like wearing a skin suit. That's like pretending you're someone else and saying, "Hey, guess what?
Yes.
My name is Winston Churchill and I'm gay." That's not what happened.
Yes.
They can't make them gay. This is
Well,
from the Lone
they-
Ranger's not gay.
They
can't-
own it. They most certainly can. It's called an
No, they
Edgar
get
suit,
wrecked.
by the way. Okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, then of course another one I enjoyed. I put this in here because I read certain DC comics. I was more of a Marvel guy, but I read some Superman stuff, occasionally Batman. I read Nightwing, but this DC right here, Scalp Hunter. I remember reading this as a kid. Now I'm not sure if I bought it or this was one of the ones that was in my uncle's chest that I had. I'm not sure. I think it's ones that I bought. I think it was a little bit. This is a later Western. This is the Weird Western Tales from DC, Scalp Hunter. But I did enjoy that comic. That's why I threw it up here. But anyway, whilst you do your thing, I'm going to go over and I'm going to take a look. And I'm going to see. No one is displaying, by the way. I'm going to.
Hey, I am.
You are, but they're not. Take a look at some stuff.
Together in my rep.
Let's take a look at movies whilst you guys get going. Of course, there's a bunch of stuff here. I'm sure it'll be on the list, but the thing that just popped in my head was Two Mules or Sister Sarah. Now, to be honest with you, he should have shot her in the head in the end. My personal opinion. She was a liar. She used him, betrayed him. It was awful.
Well, did anyone
It would have been
mention,
justice.
probably one of the greatest sci-fi Western novels ever written?
Which one?
It was nominated for Prometheus Award.
Which one?
Oh,
Cowboys and Aliens, you mean?
Huh?
Oh, you're talking about Rosa. Oh, okay, Rosa.
Rosa.
I see.
Look at the way he dismisses it when
Well,
she
yeah.
said it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about
that
her.
one.
It's-
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
I gotta tell y'all before I do. Okay, so
What?
I'll have to bounce at the end of this, or actually in a little bit, because I actually sprained my leg really bad today. I fell off of a double wide porch in the Rio Grande. I'm in the Rio Grande Valley, y'all, and I fell off a porch and I twisted my knee, so I have to go get help for a minute.
Well, why
I'm
did you
actually
do that
sitting here.
for?
yeah, don't do
didn't
that.
want
Stop
to.
doing that.
There was no alcohol involved even. But so I'm going to put I'll be cheating, but I wanted to put some of my illustrations from the book because it is
You
a
should.
sci-fi Western. And I just love you for saying that. That was so sweet. I love you so much. But I have to actually literally I've got to take all the ice off of this thing and then go unwrap it to see if it's dead or not.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's not. If it is, though,
Oh,
just
no.
chop it off with an axe. And you'd
Just
be
chop
good.
it off and
You're
I'll
in
be
the
back next
West. I
week.
mean, that's a very Western thing to do.
Yeah, and you can
Let's
call
be
me
fair.
Stumpy then, and I'll be
Like we
like,
could.
I'm brain
We
and
could.
dynamite.
And then
like
you could get
that.
a cool cyborg stub. It would be neat.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a machine gun
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
and
We'll
it'd
call
be
you
That's
Stubby.
right. That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So, I love you guys. I'm gonna have
all
to
right.
hop, but I'm gonna put my stuff in the draw along if that's okay. Is that
Oh,
all
no
right?
problem. Thank you, Rosa.
I love you. I love you so much. Y'all are so awesome.
All
Pray
right.
for me.
Absolutely.
I love
Always
you.
do.
Bye, Rosa.
Bye.
Now, the reason I mentioned Two Mules to Sister Sarah is because Ride the High Country also has the same actress in it. And that's the number 50 on the list I'm looking at. And I have seen this movie, and it is pretty good. It is. Of course, the original gunfight at the OK Corral with Kirk Douglas. I got it right this time.
There you go.
Okay.
Spartacus.
Spartacus. Of course, the original 310 to Yuma, which is an excellent movie, but I'd like the remake better. Mike and I agree. Bone Tomahawk at 47. You people are insane. Who wrote this? Hold on a second.
47.
I know. I'm going to
That's
have to.
one
This
of the
is
best ones.
Collider. No, you're right. Who did this? Someone needs to be dealt with. I don't see the
Some of them should be
writer.
hanged.
They should be hanged. By Kevin Hohenberger. Well, he's a German. Why are you asking a damn German what they think about Western movies? It's the same thing they did with having a German make Batman movies. What the hell's wrong with you? All right.
But
One of
That's
them
what
with nipples.
like
I
westerns?
know, but no, Bone Tomahawk should be in top 20, easy.
Should be
Of
yeah.
all time, though?
Yeah, I would put it in there. It's so good. The acting is so clean from everybody, dude. Everybody in
No,
that
I
nails
love
it.
it myself too. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't know about all time though. We'll have to see what else is on this list.
Yeah,
to make
we
me
will.
change my
We're
mind.
going to get into it. You guys keep doing your thing. No one else is displaying, by the way, which means I can't change my art.
Oh,
Huh.
sorry. I'm trying to get some resources and I can.
Ooh,
I
True
think-
Grit. Here's another one, Mike, that's going to get me in trouble,
Hold on
Mike.
for a sec.
It's going to get me
What
in
would
trouble.
you do? Why?
Because True Grit, this is, of course, the John Wayne. I prefer the Jeff Bridges one.
We do too.
I agree. Actually, I like I like John Wayne's,
Yeah,
but
I do.
I like Jeff Bridges better. It's
Well-
more faithful to the book than
Yeah.
the other one was. But
And I
yeah,
hate
it
to say
is.
it, but the acting is better.
It is better. And I
And
do
it's not
love me.
because they're better actors. It's just acting has grown over the years.
Right.
And it's just better. Yeah,
It
people
is.
just do
It
better
is.
with it.
It's a better movie. But of course, I was talking about comics before, but I also have up here some actual movies. And my first one to show is The Searchers, and John Wayne is fantastic in it. This is dark, man. This movie's dark for the era, right? The Searchers.
Mhm.
And this, I prefer this John Wayne movie much more over True Grit. Although his Rooster Cogburn is good though. But Jeff Bridges,
Yes.
man, Jeff Bridges. Of course, we have Unforgiven, which people mentioned, which is probably Clint's best overall westerns. Probably this one, really, even though I prefer Pale Rider. Of course,
Is
Shane.
that his directorial debut too?
Is it? I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know if it is. It might be.
He was the ultimate boss, because I know he had done little things here and there, the doing this scene or that scene. I'm
Mhm.
not sure, but it is spectacular, without question. Shane, of course, is, I think with the younger generation, the memory of Shane is fading, but this is one of the most memorable classic westerns of all time, and it's very, very Western as well. I know that sounds strange because we're talking about westerns, but if you watch it, you'll know what I mean, right?
That's western style.
Yeah,
That's western.
yeah. And then of course Pale Rider, which has been mentioned. These are just legendary movies. And of course Tombstone, which is undeniable. It is what it is. And I'm going to get into TV stuff later. So let me bring it back over. Let's see the art. Oh, we got more people displaying finally. Okay. Melissa's not showing me anything though. So Eric, you're just on the hot seat, I guess. We got that is
All right.
dude. You hit Kurt Russell immediately. Good for you, dude.
And I didn't think I would. It's gonna be Wyatt Earp regardless. But I was like, it kind of looks right. I mean,
No,
I'll
you
screw it
hit
up when I
that
ink it, though.
instantly. You hit that instantly. Don't screw it up.
Oh God, I'm gonna try not to.
I guess I'll display mine.
Yeah. Okay, I got another one displaying. Who? Mr. Motion. All right, thank you. Oh, good choice. Anyway, here we go. El Dorado. This movie was pretty good, but there's another Dorado movie, which is Silverado, which doesn't get the love it deserves. It's actually a really solid movie. It's just got actors in it you wouldn't expect doing westerns. I think it put people off.
Well, you got Kevin Costner in it.
Yeah, but it's also
One
got
of his first roles, if not his first role.
yeah, but it's also got that comedy guy in it, and then another comedy guy in it, and
Oh yeah, Phoebe Cates' husband, and
it's got the black dude from Lethal Weapon there. What's his name?
Danny Glover,
Danny Glover, who is awesome. I love Danny Glover. But
Brian Dennehy.
yeah, I don't know if it's on the list, but it doesn't get the love, man. El Dorado's okay. I don't know if it'd be on the list for me. There's so many good westerns, but nevertheless, number 44 here is Winchester 73, which is freaking epic. Jimmy Stewart. It's probably my favorite Jimmy Stewart western. Really, I love this movie. So good. Do you know, in fact, Eric, I've actually shot a Winchester 73?
Really?
I know.
Really?
Yes.
That's one of the I would like to shoot. That's for
Yeah,
sure,
dude, it's
because it's
awesome.
really awesome.
I also shot an old Henry as well. Yeah,
Ooh,
I
Henry.
was lucky. Well, my grandfather collected those things. So,
Cool.
yeah, dude, it was neat and they were beautiful. I mean, I was a kid, but they didn't look like it was 100+ years old, even though it was. But
Well made then.
you keep it in shape and put some love into it. It stays what it is. Of course, this John Ford, famous John Ford movie, Darling Clementine. Yep. Johnny Guitar. That's another one. That's an interesting choice. High Plains Drifter. I knew it'd be there, Jeff. I knew it.
Told you.
Yeah, because it is a solid movie, dude. And I always thought, Eric, that this was his directorial debut,
Well, it could be.
but it says it's his second effort as a director. So
Really?
this isn't it either. So it was, but his first directing was before 73, and I wonder if it was one of the Dirty Harry movies.
Might have been with who was he dating at that time, or did they marry?
They did, and that was a mistake.
The Psycho? Yeah.
Yeah, the Psycho lady. But they make those kind of mistakes. But yeah, Clint's had such a great career. It's kind of wonder, is he a better actor or director? I don't really know. But it's kind of like Mel Gibson.
He directed Play Misty for me.
Oh, that's what made him famous too, though, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made him famous. Play Misty for me was really etched his name into Hollywood, which he probably regretted because I don't think he cares for those Hollywood types very much.
I don't think he does either.
Not really.
No, he kind of side eyes them a lot. Now here's a movie I've never heard of. You guys tell me. It's called The Rider, 2018.
Rider.
Never heard of it.
2018? Who was in it?
It's got it's a film Oscar winning. That doesn't mean anything out of that era.
Yeah.
Filmmaker Chloe Zhao. Oh, it's that lady. Okay, this is on the list because this is a collider. This is on the list because somebody's gay. I'm sure. Let me check.
Oh.
Hold on, give me a second. I don't remember the crazy. Here it follows a rodeo rider who suffers a serious injury and leads doctors to advise him against further riding. Okay, sounds boring already. While he struggles to come to terms with his diagnoses, he takes a job at the local grocery store to help his poverty-stricken family, which is struggling under the burden of their alcoholic and gambling-addicted father. Of course. Bad fathers. It's always about bad fathers. Hard-hitting away from training. It doesn't get into this stuff, but it's just men bad, which is what everything she does is men bad. Dances with Wolves. Okay. I thought that'd be a bit higher.
Ooh, I would put it higher.
I haven't watched that in a while.
Yeah, me too. It was excellent, but he was the worst part of it, though.
What?
No, the Indians are awesome, dude. The Wolves were better than him.
You got that one guy that always plays an Indian. He's great. Well, he is an Indian, but he's just wonderful. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, no, I can't either, but he is cool.
Yeah,
he's really cool. But the girl was really good. The Wolves were awesome. I like the Wolves.
Very talented.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not really a big Kevin Costner fan.
I love Kevin Costner.
You know what? There was a modern Western that came out, I think, on the cusp of COVID or in the midst of it. I don't remember, but it was called Let Him Go. He and is it Diane Lane who played Martha Kent in the Snyder?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
it's nothing remarkable, but it has you rooting for him to go get their grandson back.
Oh, I see.
From like, I guess, mountain people or something. In fact, here's another one that's almost, I don't know that I'd call it a Western, and I might be getting off topic here, so just kill this if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
it was a sorry to stick on Christian Bale again.
I like Christian Bale.
I do too.
What stuff?
And it was he had a younger brother that was played by Ben Affleck's brother, and he got kidnapped by Woody Harrelson and some mountain people. Into the Furnace.
I don't know that one. Yeah.
It's a great movie. I don't know that I would consider it a Western, but it involves a little bit of that style of mountain folk that are like off the beaten path and everything, you know?
Sure.
So
Sure.
if you've never seen it, here's the hard part. Great movie, one-time watch. So
I see. I get you. Actually, for me, my favorite Kevin Costner has to be him as Devil Anse in the Hatfield and McCoy series.
That was pretty good.
okay.
He was really good in that. Yeah. That's probably my favorite one of him. But I'm not a huge fan of him. He's too try hard for me.
I just don't get the appeal at all.
Kevin Costner, yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
But hey,
None.
people like what they like. It's all good. Oh, dude, number 38, Fort Apache. God, I forgot all about that movie. It's so good.
Oh, it's been a while since I watched that one. That's the good one though.
It is a good one, dude. It's and this is one of those movies that shows the cavalry and the Indians in fairly equal light, actually, because they don't all of them. A lot of times, either the cavalry is really stupid, or the Indians are, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's one way or the other. So, but occasionally you get a movie that kind of just shows it. It's like Tora, right? It shows World War II battle in the Pacific from both sides, and it's quite fair in how it looks at everything. Anyway, Big Country. I don't even know this movie from 1958. Anybody? The Big Country. It's got your boy Gregory Peck, and he can be pretty cool, dude. He played Jimmy Ringo in something. It was really good. The gunfight, the gunfighter, right? Yeah.
So this is an older movie then?
1958, yeah. But I don't know this one, but Gregory Peck, I definitely remember The Gunslinger. He was good in that.
We are honored that you chose to live with us.
What was that, Melissa?
Oh, that wasn't me.
No, it's my family. They're
okay.
they're in the background. Sorry.
Oh, no problem.
The two banana dog got lonely, so he's sitting on my lap right
Aw.
now while I
Oh.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
so until everyone else settles down, I got the two banana pooch here hanging out.
Yeah, I kind of miss not having a dog in the lap from time to time. Mine's been gone for a little while now. There's still a
Yeah.
shrine to him in my house, though. Japanese are like that. Yeah.
Does it have this little bandana up there, or do they transfer?
Oh, my wife's got a little shrine to him with his urn. And
I'm gonna mute my microphone for now, Chester, until I go till things settle down.
Oh, no problem.
So if you want me, holler at me and I'll unmute.
I will. Yeah. But it's also got grandma's on the shrine too, because they sent me some of grandma's ashes. I don't really know why, but I have respectively put them in a Kona wood box. It's a very nice one.
Oh, that sounds nice. My brothers are still in the original box. I haven't transferred them yet.
Well, they only sent me a portion. The rest of them they
I
dumped
don't know
in the
what
ocean.
to do with them. I really just don't.
Well, I don't know why I got them. It was kind of interesting. I'm like the grandson, like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
But I got them, and I respected them. Just respect them. Put go get a nice box, something nice that cost you a little bit of money, and put it on a mantle and keep it clean. And that's what you do. That's it.
What I was extremely surprised about, and this is totally off topic, I am sorry, but when he did pass, and we were looking at urns. You know what? There is no urns out there for comic book stuff.
I'll be right back.
Really?
Yeah, nothing is licensed. I mean, there's some like do-it-yourself urns people have sell on Etsy and stuff.
Sure.
But you could not find anything comic related that was official.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, you would expect it
Does he
would
love
be,
Green
huh?
Lantern? If I could get a Green Lantern, oh, he'd love that.
Oh, dude, you could do it like the lantern itself. That would be bad.
Yes, yeah, that's what I mean. The
You
lantern
should do
itself.
that, man. You get that special made. 3D print that. What do you want? Get it. Get on that. You can do that.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I have to look into that.
Number 36. I have to. Someone. I need ninjas. Collider needs dealing with. Number 36 is 2011's Rango. The lizard one.
Oh, Rango. I
That
love
is
Rango.
no. That is cute.
I
That
love
is.
Rango.
Yeah, but it
That's definitely a
doesn't.
good story.
No, you have the Clint Eastwood cameo at the end, even though it's not his
The
voice. It
the
looks like
Spirit
Clint
of the
Eastwood.
West. Yeah.
Timothy Oliphant
Timothy
does the voice,
Oliphant,
and he
yeah.
does so good at it. Oh, it is. That is a good. No, that's got to be on the list. That's a good movie.
No.
Yes.
No.
Come
I
on.
guess if they put it over Tombstone or something, you'd be like,
Oh, there
but
would be
it,
full of rebellion. Yes, that's true.
I'm sorry, but I would put it over Tombstone. But I love Tombstone, but
Oh,
I love Rango
you
better.
really like
that
Rango?
is sacrilege, dude. All right. The next one I've never heard of ever. It's from 2005. It's called The Proposition.
Didn't they have Woody Harrelson and Demi Moore? Robert Redford.
No, but it's an Australian Western.
Oh, well, where's Armor on?
Well, to be fair though, the Australians do like the Americans do have a
Wiggly
little.
Down Under.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they do have a bit of the frontier spirit, kinda. They're not like us.
yeah.
It was very British in the way they went about it, but they do have that, where most people in the world, their lands have been established for frickin' thousands of years, right? I don't know this movie though. Red River, another big John Wayne, right?
Mm-hmm.
Although it's okay. Oh, I completely forgot about this one, the Oxbow incident. Yeah. Oh, come on. Really? You put a fistful of dynamite on your list? Of course, do keep in mind the official name of a fistful of dynamite, which you probably recognize, is Duck, you sucker. Yeah, it's a comedy.
Funny.
Tombstone. Oh my God, someone. Oh, dude, Collider needs dealing with.
What
It's
number are
Tombstone
you on?
31.
Oh.
Yeah, that's jacked up.
That's jacked up, dude. But I chose it
I would
intentionally.
wait. So they haven't even put Wyatt Earp on there yet with Kevin Costner.
No.
So
Well,
no,
there, right?
Tombstone's better. That one's a good movie too, but it's not better than Tombstone.
No, Tombstone should be top 10
Tombstone's
minimal.
better.
Yeah.
Caballeros. Yeah, that's one of those spaghetti westerns. It's okay. Hell or High Water. That's not a western. Fuck off. All right. Brokeback Mountain is higher than Tombstone. You bastards.
Excuse me,
Oh
what?
no.
It's not even a western.
Nope. Nope.
My old enemy. How dare you?
Dude, I mean, this just shows you how these people are. It just shows you how these people are. They're so
Now,
corrupt.
I will say, Brokeback Mountain isn't a bad movie, but it's like a train wreck watching it. You just can't stop.
I watched it. There was actually a watch party for it, and I just kind of showed up. And it was kind of boring, dude.
It's not horrible. I
Not
mean, there's
better
some
than
scenes you
Tombstone.
get a little, ooh, that's gross, but yeah.
Well, one scene really. But overall, you in no way can you put this movie above Tombstone. That's ridiculous.
It should not be on the list at all.
No, it shouldn't be. It's not a
Oh.
western. But that's just
Not such a
brain
good
rot,
one.
dude.
What about the Three Amigos? Did they go ahead and add that one?
Well,
Three.
who knows?
World of
However,
Gay Blade.
I
Who
wish
the hell
Elrod
are
was here
you?
because he would have quips. Anyway, The Hateful Eight. Oh, come on. It was all right though, but it's certainly
like
not.
Hateful Eight.
Yeah, but it wasn't Tarantino's best, dude. It's got Kurt Russell. It's the only reason it's worth anything.
Sam's
Kurt
pretty
Russell's
good.
definitely the best part. Yeah.
Oh, look at these assholes, dude! These people. I chose this because I knew it would be controversial because it's Collider, but they're really badly brain rotted, dude. Shane is 26. This is top 3 Western all time. It's one of the most well known Western movies worldwide. Shane, plain and
Yeah,
simple. For Americans, maybe it's a little lower, but worldwide, it's top 3. It just is. It's you'd be shocked how many people around the world know this movie, dude. Because when I ask, we talk about westerns or cowboy movies or stuff like that. Everyone knows this movie. No, hold on a second. The Assassination of Jesse James by coward Robert Ford, which was a made-for-TV movie, if I'm correct, is better than Tombstone. All right, good.
No, it is a good movie, but no, it's not better than Tombstone.
Have
It
you
was
done
surprisingly
that
good.
Liberty Valve?
I thought it was going to suck.
It was better than you think, but it's certainly not. Now we have the remake of True Grit here at 26 with Jeff Bridges, which is an excellent movie. But once again, better than Tombstone? Weird.
No.
Tombstone's so better, actually.
McCabe and Mrs. Miller is a hippie movie. God. The remake of 310 to Yuma is 22. Mike will be happy about that. The Magnificent Seven, number 21.
Which one?
The original.
Which one?
Now, of course,
The
the
original.
remake is going to be higher because, diversity,
Yeah.
equity, and inclusion. Of course, the original Magnificent Seven or the Seven Samurai is, I don't know, which I've seen both. Which one is better? It's kind of hard to compare them, really.
Very different kinds of
Well, they're different
stories,
genres
or
for
just the way
one,
they tell it?
but they're different cultures, different languages. They're both good, though. Kurosawa, he knew how to make a movie. That's for sure. Has anyone seen The Seven Samurai?
I don't know if I have.
No. I would like to though.
I'm sorry, Chester. I've skipped ahead very far in the list. I'm just kind of, if you hear sighs coming up for me.
Oh, well, I've got sighs going
I
on.
got curious.
The sighs are coming from me already. The Magnificent Seven is basically the story of Seven Samurai, but they are quite different. If you haven't seen Kurosawa's Seven Samurai, you should watch it. It's a really solid movie. It really
I
is.
heard it's pretty good. Yeah.
Kurosawa is a really good director.
Yes.
And he's made a bunch of good movies, but he's more important in the cinematography area, because a lot of the modern techniques we use for making movies, he invented. That's why he's so respected. Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah,
that's why
I've
they
seen
made Western?
at least one of his movies, and it was pretty good. It's just based on the Macbeth story.
Oh, Ran. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Actually, Luigi Fumagalli, who's passed away now, was a friend of mine years and years and years and years ago. And I actually have a signed original poster of Ran in my school.
Wow.
Yeah, because he was Kurosawa's official poster artist. Yeah, I know. That's cool, huh? Small
Nice.
world. Of course, another Leone, Django, the original Django.
I like Django. I like the original Django.
Yeah, the remake. I don't know. I'm not a big Tarantino man. I don't know.
I still like Django Unchained, but yeah,
This is
the
better
the
movie
ending,
though.
The ending was a little weird, though. I think.
There's a lot of weirdness in it. It was too try hard, I think. But Django is a good flick. If you haven't seen the original from Sergio Leone, go watch it. Spaghetti Western, right? The original Stagecoach with, oh my God, look how young he is. He actually is thin. John Wayne. Because he was always a husky man. But not here. He's skinny.
You hadn't set the seed enough to be a
Well,
healthy size yet?
It's from 1939, so it's pretty old. Although it does hold up. I watched it a few years ago, and I wouldn't feel like it's 1939, but it is. Oh, number 18. All right. Well, I'm not mad about this though, Eric. Number 18, The Outlaw Josie Wales. It's a great movie.
Hmm.
It really is. No comment from anybody? All right.
I don't think I know that one.
It's one of Clint's better ones. It's really good. It's a Civil War
Oh.
thing.
Oh, I guess
Are
that
you
could
gonna draw
also
those
be a
pistols?
Western.
Or are you gonna whistle Dixie?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be drawing some pixels.
You
Or some
you
pistols.
probably
I've at least
should.
drawn one
You're doing Braveheart.
pistol.
There's pistols involved.
Yeah.
Or not Braveheart.
Yeah, not
Brave
Braveheart.
Not
Star?
Braveheart. Yeah.
Brave Star.
Brave Star. Yeah. Yeah.
Same kind of thing.
Well, and Galaxy Rangers had a very Western take on it as well. No guts, no glory.
I got an offbeat one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Firefly.
Firefly,
Oh,
yes.
No,
I love Firefly.
Well,
that's a Western for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean
my favorite.
that oozes Western vibes.
Yeah, no, it's great.
It
And
does.
those
that's good, but
bastards
not
over
for
at
a moment.
Fox, why did they cancel that? That's one of the biggest errors in TV history, dude.
I know.
We should have had a decade of that shit, man. It was so good. That what's his name there? The kind of cult
Nathan
Fillion?
Fillion?
Nathan Fillion, yeah.
Yeah.
He played it so perfectly. I mean, he was honorable man, but he would put a bullet in your head in a heartbeat.
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
really great. I loved the way he played that character. It was so
I
good.
mean, they were all perfectly crafted characters
Yep.
because they all played off of one another.
They did. It was a really great show. I still have never been given an explanation of why it was canceled.
They kept moving it around on the schedule. They didn't show it in order that it was
No.
supposed to be. It was shot in. So the people that liked it, you never find it most of the time because they kept moving it around. And
Maybe it was
but
expensive. and
I think they just
too
didn't want to
big.
do it. To be honest with you.
Maybe not.
Mm.
They did kind of give an apology a little bit with Serenity, the movie, and it was all right. But yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's all right.
Firefly was killer. Yeah, it's definitely a Western too. Without and honestly, I mean, I loved the captain. Every character is so great in that. But honestly, one of my favorite characters was Book.
Yes, I love Book.
He was
That's
so
my
cool. I
favorite.
like Book a lot. Anyway, number 17, A Fistful of Dollars. Fair enough. We're getting into the trilogy now. The Searchers. I knew that would be high, of course. High Noon. You know, it is one of those quintessential westerns, but I don't know. It's okay. It's a Gary Cooper movie. You know,
It's a classic Western. It's one of the classics.
it is. It is.
Yeah, yeah.
But I wouldn't put it at this level at all, dude. It's just there because of the namesake.
hmm
Hang 'em High, I hope, is higher than this. The Wild Bunch.
Yeah, was all right.
I can't be mad about that one. That is a very late Western. I mean, that's set in like the 1920s, maybe. It's very late. The Wild Bunch, but it is a good movie though. Rio Bravo, another movie that always gets talked about, but I wasn't a big. I was like, eh.
I like the music. I like Dean Martin songs, but yeah, it was all right. It was all
Yeah.
right.
You know, but I don't know. It's just one of those things that got a name for it, and that's why it's high. I don't know this one. I've never heard of this one, and it's old. 1968, The Great Silence. This is another Sergio or Corbucci movie, of course, one of those Italian westerns, spaghetti westerns. I've never heard of it. You guys heard of this?
No.
And it's
Might be worth a
specific.
watch though.
Yeah, no, I'll have to watch this, and it says specifically it's a bunch of foreigners coming into the frontier, which is actually a very honest portrayal of what was going on. You know, and they're running into trouble. It looks like.
As you do in movies.
Yeah, but like there's a Mads Mikkelsen movie where his family is coming to America, and of course his family, it's a Western, so the family gets wiped out, and he seeks revenge. But there are a foreign family coming into the Americas. which is very much the truth. A lot of the people who went west were the people who weren't established. They were
Yeah.
the migrants, right?
Anybody seen Hostiles, by the way?
Oh, I love Hostiles, dude.
Oh yeah, Christian Bale. Oh,
Yeah.
he's awesome in that
No,
movie.
he is amazing in it. And well, I wanted to say the ending because I love the ending, but I don't want to give spoilers. But yeah,
Yeah.
and that's a very honest portrayal of the love-hate relationship with the Native Americans, right?
Yes.
Because keep in mind that even though Hollywood and these wokies are always on about, oh, you're on stolen land, dude, screw that. The most of our relationship with Indians was actually pretty good and fair. There were a few moments where bad things happened, but in general, it wasn't like that. A lot of the wars and things we got into with them was we're helping out our allies or they're helping us
Yeah.
is the reality. But the Hostiles really does look at it because if you're in it and you're a cavalry member and you're fighting Indians and they're fighting you, well, you're going to hate the hell out of each other, right? I mean, seriously hate
Yeah.
each other. That movie Hostiles really explores that quite well. And number 11, There Will Be Blood. That's not a Western. It's not. That's the end of the day. That's an oil movie. It's a period piece, sure. It's in the 1900s, I guess, late like 1990s or something. But it's Daniel Day-Lewis, and it's I don't know. People put a lot of hype on that movie, dude. Anybody here like There Will Be Blood?
I've never
I
watched it.
liked it, but it's not something I'd go watch again. I liked it. It wasn't enjoyable enough to watch repeatedly.
Daniel can be annoying. He can be.
He
He's
can be, but he is an amazing actor.
He's too method, in my opinion. The best movie he
Yeah.
ever made was The Last of the Mohicans, dude. And he
Oh,
killed
yeah.
that. That was amazing. Because I actually had to read that book in school. Did you guys have to read that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, it wasn't so far off. But yeah, I that's my favorite one of his. Anyway, we're getting to top 10 here, so here we go. And of course, I'm scaling through the art here. Whilst you guys are doing it, and of course, again, Mike is having display issues for some reason. Let me stop and do it the other way and see if that works. Sometimes it does, but I'll just let it roll, see if it comes in. Anyway, number 10. Would anyone like to guess what the number 10 all-time Western is? Anybody?
It's a good Western.
Mel Brooks's Blazing Saddles.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
That's not awesome. That does not belong at number 10 of
love
all-time
Blazing
Western.
Saddles.
It is fun. It is great comedy. It's a good comedy. It's well aware of its parody. But it's not. Come on.
Do you think it's one of the most top 10 most famous, if not best crafted Western? Is that a Western? Or
Well,
like,
it's
I wonder
supposed to
how
be
they're
the best
basing it.
Western, and it is technically a Western, but it's a parody, dude. Parodies should
It's a
never be
Western.
dude. Parodies should never be in a best list. They should never be. They're parody. It's something different. Anyway, number 9.
That's parody.
Okay, Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. All right, fine.
That has to be in the top 10.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
it
I
does.
love that
No,
movie.
it does.
Yeah.
But how much of a Western is it really, though?
Well, it's Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yeah, but it takes place in South America, dude.
Well, not the whole thing.
No, the end part of it does, not the rest of it.
The end part does, yeah. I don't know. I just never.
have
It
cowboy
felt too modern to me.
Was that cause of singing in the or dancing in it? What's the name of that song? Raindrops falling on my
Raindrops
head.
are falling on my head. Yeah.
No, it just the way they shot it. It felt like that one that hippie movie I was talking about earlier. It just felt like a modern movie, not a classic, not set in the 1900s, right? Or this movie, I think, was set in like the 1930s, wasn't it? This was way late. Anyway, number 8, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. Once
There
again,
it is.
another
Okay,
movie. Go ahead. You guys go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I figured a movie like that would be like on the top. I mean, everybody talks about it. That's like the Western people talk about.
Yeah, but
So
it's so though, dude.
no, I like it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
fine. I'm not saying it's a
Fine.
bad movie,
Yeah.
but is it number 8 all time? No way. It's just the name
How
recognition
much,
once again, just like
mm,
High Noon.
how
I
much better
suppose.
is it than Tombstone?
It's not. Tombstone is far superior movie in every single solitary way. Yeah, yeah. Uh,
Unforgiven will always be top for me.
and that's way better than this too. And we've already gone past Unforgiven, haven't we? I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just it's another John Ford movie. Whatever. Anyway.
Sorry, I'm late.
Oh no problem. We mentioned a
Bruh,
couple of Australian westerns. You missed them.
we were just talking about Quigley Down Under.
That sounds amazing.
For a few dollars more. Okay, all right. The Treasure of Sierra Madre. It's better than.
That
It's definitely better than the
for him, right?
John Ford stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You're skip 5. Just skip 5.
Fuck.
Just skip it. Just skip it. Just go. Pretend we didn't see it.
All right, fine. Number 4. Oh, come on. You did that on purpose.
I forgot about 4. Yeah, skip 4.
Skip 4
Which is a
as
good
well.
movie.
But it's not a
good movie.
western. It's not
It's
even
not a
close to
western,
being
no.
western. Number 4 is No Country for Old Men, by the way, which is a good movie, but it's not a western in any way, shape,
And
or
5
form.
was Django Unchained.
Oh God,
Oh,
ridiculous. It's got a black man in it. Is number 1 going to be a Denzel Washington movie? Oh God. Number 3, Unforgiven. Okay, that should be there. Well, it's William Money is. It's probably his best cowboy movie, I'd say. Ooh. Sergio Leone's number 2. Sergio Leone's Once Upon a Time in the West. Of course, this is Charles
Oh,
Bronson with a lot of great character actors in it. To be fair, it's one of the best crafted opening scenes of any movie of all time, dude. The opening of Once Upon a Time in the West is epic. They went with a decision with no music, just focusing on the sound of everything there to a point of irritation, and then it blows up. It is an amazing
they kind of
opening.
nailed it.
What do you say?
They kind of nailed it. 'Cause I'm
Oh,
like,
they
that's a
nailed the hell out
daring
of
thing to do.
it. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like I said, it's one of the best openings of all time. I don't know if it's the best because honestly, the opening of Saving Private Ryan for the first 20 minutes, you can't even freaking breathe.
Jeez. No.
yes,
No.
it starts right away.
It does. You
Gets in
can't
nature right away.
even breathe. When the old man drops to his knee, it's freaking on, that movie, dude.
Yep.
So I would
It's all
have
downhill from there.
It is, but I mean,
What
I'd
movie is
have
this?
to give it. What was that, Jeff?
What movie is this?
No, I was
Saving
talking
Private
about
Ryan.
the Once Upon a Time in the West. Is number 2 on our list here, and I was saying that the opening of that movie is really good. It's an amazing opening, the way it's crafted. However, I said I superseded myself, Jeff, and I said Saving Private Ryan is definitely the best opening of all time because goodness gracious. And I hear no argument. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you can't even breathe for 20 minutes in that movie, dude. Saving Private Ryan.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
so it's very offending.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beginning of that movie is like a 2x4 to the face.
It is, dude. It
Yeah,
is
that's a good way
so
to put
good.
it, yeah.
It's so good. Goodness gracious. But number 1, of course, we could have all picked it. Another Sergio Leone, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And okay, I'm not going to argue with it because it is a spectacular movie, and it's so epic in its scope. it's not like the other dollar movies, right? It's not. This one, this
No.
is almost like Gone with the Wind scope, right?
Mhm.
hmm
And I'm kind of surprised Gone with the Wind isn't on here because that's, I don't know. I guess it's a war movie, not a western, but it is it's Civil War, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 It has to have horses in it for it to be a western.
No, it definitely doesn't. It definitely doesn't have to have. That's not a requirement. Yeah. No. Yeah. But
So overall, what's your rating of the list? Because it kind of picked up. It did pretty good at the end, but still there's some letdowns right in the middle and the very end.
well, there's a few movies that aren't westerns. They shouldn't be there.
Young Guns wasn't on there at all, was it?
I don't know if I would
ranking
put it
the
on the
list.
list either. But
I love Young Guns.
Django Unchained should be way down the list, and Tombstone should be in the top 10, without question.
Yeah. Django Unchained should not be in the shadow of Unforgiven, and it is.
It is.
It's that close to Unforgiven, and it should be nowhere near that.
And do keep in mind, I don't think we saw Pale Rider at all.
No Pale Rider?
Let me go check.
Really? Where's Tombstone in the list again?
30 something.
30s,
very
yeah.
high, yeah.
30s?
Yeah. Or very low in this case.
Very low.
Yeah.
I thought
Goodness.
as we were listening to these lists, I remembered something that I've forgotten.
Mhm.
I thought my actual favorite western isn't Survival Goes West. It's Night of the Grizzly.
Oh, okay. All right. But
Cute little family
is that a
movie, but-
western though?
I think it is. It takes place in the West.
Isn't it like a horror movie though?
No, with Leo Gordon.
I mean, I have the wrong thing in my head then, because yeah, the one in my head though, it's kind of like Bone Tomahawk Western, but I don't know the one you're talking about. Yeah, dude, Shane's on it, which is Shane's 25, and it's ridiculous, but I don't see Pale Rider, dude. How could you forget Pale Rider? Here's an Australian Western, Almiron. It's called The Proposition. It's number 35 on the list. I've never heard of it. 2005, you don't know it. I recognize this actor though. He is a good actor. I don't know his name. Do they give me his name? No. No, they don't give me his name at all. Which is but I recognize him though. He's I think he's the guy that does Memento.
Guy Pearce?
That guy. Yeah.
Now, do they have a list of the best TV westerns?
I'm going to that next, yeah.
All right.
I am prepared, sir. I am prepared.
Okay, because I got my number one.
Dude, I'm almost at the end of the list, and Pale Rider's not on this list, dude.
Oh, that's a tragedy.
That's a faux pas, is what that is. Yeah, it's not on the list. Pale Rider is not on the list. Are you kidding me? Anyway, let's go over to TV. That's tragedy. So let's see. Collider, staying with Collider. So I'm sure When Harry Met Sally will be on this list. That's
a movie. It won't be there.
No. Or the How I Met Your Mother. Let's go with that one. All right. Now, we start out at number 16. This is a much shorter list, which is weird because are there more Western TV shows or movies? There's a lot of Western TV, dude. But it's probably movies. It probably is. Yeah. Anyway.
It's a lot of movies.
It is.
Are there more movies than TV shows?
Maybe. But this is only top 16. Would anyone like to guess what number 16 is?
F Troop.
I love F Troop. That was so much fun. No, number 16 is probably the most famous and long-running TV show of all time.
Bonanza.
Bonanza.
Oh, Bonanza.
Oh.
I mean, Bonanza ran for 14 seasons, dude,
Yeah.
and it's number 16. I'm scared to see what's in the top
You got to
of this
look at
list.
the age of the author of the article. That's the problem.
Well, it's Collider, dude. It's Collider.
Yeah.
And it's that same German guy. All right. Anyway, number 15, Rawhide. Fair. That was a fun show. That was a fun
Classic,
show. I
yeah.
liked Rawhide. Of course, it's Clint Eastwood, and he sings.
Oh.
Of course, Gunsmoke, 20-year run is number 14. Really?
Mm.
You know, the funny thing is, when I was a kid, of course, in my age group, I always the kids, kids are kids and always want to pick on you and get a rise out of you, right? Of course, I always got the Chester the Molester thing from Hustler magazine.
Oh, yeah.
But my father used to get the Chester from Gunsmoke, the guy with the limp.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like you probably shouldn't pick on your dad.
You've never met men
From
before.
everything
Yeah. That's what men do. If you listen to us from afar, you would think we hate each other. But we don't.
Oh, but you
it's
don't?
it's all in love.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah.
say horrible things to each other, but it's all in joke and love. And actually, as you get older, it becomes less stinging and more fun, actually. Kids are cruel because the thing with children, I've been, I not only do I have children and I experienced childhood, but I've been teaching children for what, quarter of a century, right? And kids, the problem with kids is they are so cruel because they haven't learned mercy and grace yet. Right?
Right.
They haven't learned it. And therefore they're just, they blurt out and, kids say the darndest things, right? But they can be brutally mean, like cut your throat, mean level with kids. But as adults, we grow up and our humor and our jabbing of each other and jibing is more fun. It's more fun and more
Refined.
more refined, yeah. But anyway, number 13, which is ridiculous on this list, Wanted Dead or Alive. Now, I enjoyed it. But that Steve McQueen joint died quick, dude. That thing only had 2 seasons, man. I liked it, but it's nowhere near better. Hi, Rosa. You're alive. Did
I
you
did.
get
I came
did you
back.
get to keep the leg?
Yes, I did. I got to keep the leg and I hurried back.
Mm.
Because I told my husband, he wrapped it for him. Like, I have to go back. It's Western night.
It is. But Rosa, you can't tell me that Wanted Dead or Alive is better than Gunsmoke and Bonanza.
No. Okay.
No.
This would be simply because of the volume. Yes, Steve McQueen was fantastic. I did see Wanted Dead or Alive.
Sure.
I seem to recall he had some great moments. But you're talking about the sheer volume of incredible moments with Gunsmoke that's going straight to there. The story, especially, people forget they've seen all the colorized ones. Go back to the early ones. Go back where Miss Kitty is literally out there with the doc, and they have these huge conversations of just about everything. It was such an incredible phenomenon for its time to begin with, and just the sheer volume of moments that happened like that, where these actors and actresses interacted at that level. I don't think anybody can beat that.
Well, and it's also not because you're correct. Gunsmoke and Bonanza dealt with all aspects of life, right? Whereas Wanted Dead or Alive was a one-trick pony. He went to a town, he found a wanted poster of a guy and shot him. That's it.
Yep.
Now it's got the dripping charisma of Steve McQueen. Fair enough. But that's it. That's the premise. Wanted Dead or Alive. He just every week he's in a new town, getting a new bounty. That's it. Yeah.
It's a Monster Meat show.
Yeah. Number 12, The Virginian.
I'll go with that.
I don't think it's better than the other two, but it was good though.
It was good. Okay. Also, now once again, we're talking about the TV show, not the book. Is that correct?
No, we're talking about TV show. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. No, it is. It does have a nod to it, and Owen Wister's book is the the first real Western in that case. We're talking about
Yep.
pulp Westerns. There are others that go there, but and so that character harkens back to that.
Sure.
And it's good. I wouldn't know. I'm like you. I wouldn't put it above Gunsmoke.
No, and the Virginian, which is good. If you haven't seen it, I'd say go watch an episode or two. It did have a bit of a run, almost a decade. But the
Yeah.
Virginian, it's more wholesome, TV code afternoon TV show thing. It's very milk toast. Not that it's bad, but it is very milk toast. Where Gunsmoke and Bonanza could get very serious.
Oh, they got very serious, and there was a lot of actually. It wasn't double entendre. They weren't meaning to be naughty, but Miss Kitty, she's a bar girl, and Matt Dillon he's a lawman. They are together, and nobody ever blinks an eye at it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also just the content of what's going on. I mean, with Lauren Green's character, Ben Cartwright, there was several moments in that show where he was going to blow someone's damn head off. I mean, that guy, his character, Ben Cartwright, did not play. And what was his other son, the one that always wore black? Not
Adam.
Adam. He didn't play either. The other ones
No,
were more
he's not.
lighthearted and fun and joyful, but the father and the
think
oldest
about
son, they were brutal.
Everybody he dated died. Every girl that they ever looked at it bought the farm, and not from them.
Yeah.
Tragic.
No, I agree. The Virginian's worth a watch though if you haven't seen it, but it is more milk toast for sure. Wagon Train, that's very old.
Yep.
Good.
And I call
Or
that
just
more of
old.
a cowboy show, really.
True.
Even though it's a wagon train, it definitely has more of that cowboy feel than a gunslinger western.
It's in there with High Chaparral and
Sure.
Rawhide. I would think you
Yeah,
put it in
no,
that
that's
one.
true. Well, Rawhide, freaking Clint Eastwood sang.
Dude, yeah, I know.
Goodness gracious. Now this is number 10 is actually a newer one, and I don't know. I watched a season of it and I got bored, but Hell on Wheels. It's very modern, 2011 through 2016. I don't know.
I've
What
been
do you?
wanting to watch that, and I did not see it. I
Yeah.
would like to see it, find out, but yeah, I never got a chance to catch that one.
Well, like I said, I watched a season of it, and yeah, I just didn't watch anymore. It's more interested in the racial tensions of the West than it is a cowboy or a gunslinger story. It's
It's a
mainly
Western society dissection.
well, it's mainly about the building of the railroads, right?
Uh-huh.
But it really, really stresses heavy on the slavery and the pseudo slavery of the Chinese. It's really kind of it's a modern thing. Of course, it's going to
Yeah.
do that. But it didn't really. It was early enough that it wasn't beating you in the head with it like they do now.
Oh no, I did watch that one. I'm thinking of another Hell on. There's another one similar with the name that I didn't get to see. Yeah, that one. It was just boring.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so we watched a couple. Was it how many seasons were there? Do you know?
There are 5.
We watched 2, and I think my wife finished it. I just couldn't get into it. It was just too boring.
It was, and honestly, at the similar time, I believe there was another show on called Banshee, which I preferred. So I watched that, and that's not a western; that's a cop show. But anyway,
With Homelander. The guy
Yeah.
plays Homelander.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
good though,
he was
dude.
good in that. He was
He is
really
good in
good in
it.
that. Yeah,
Now,
badass.
dude, these people. I mean, someone needs to deal with Collider and all these other wokies, dude. Number 9. Would anyone like to guess what number 9 is? The most best TV Western show of all times is. Anybody?
F Troop.
F Troop better be on the damn list. No,
Yeah,
number
I know.
9. Modern
Nope.
remake Westworld.
No.
Modern.
Hell no.
Hell no. First season
No.
actually wasn't
It's
bad,
not a
and then it
Western.
went to hell in a handbasket quick. Ultra woke.
Yeah, it went woke. Yeah, for some
Super
reason.
mega woke. It's one of the wokest things I've ever seen, actually. The first
didn't-
season was pretty good.
Did not waste.
Did they get a new creator or something? Is that what happened?
Oh, they just that
No.
2016 is when it started, and that's when all the Trump is the bad, the Orange Man bad began, and we got all the the message became everything
The message.
all day,
Yeah.
every day, right? This is insane. You got to put that against the legendary Gunsmoke and Bonanza. Come on, dude.
No.
Oh, here we go.
Never.
Number 8. Yeah, these people are woke. Godless, which is about lesbians. Sweet. Number 7. Never heard of it. 2022's The English. Never heard of it. Anybody?
Nope. Nope.
Mm.
No.
They're not really known for their
Not that I hate the English or anything. I just don't think the English are Western, but that's how I am.
It's got Emily Blunt, though. I do like her. But basically, it's about how a woman, an English woman, conquered the West. Alrighty. Yellowstone. This is the modern one, though.
Yeah,
With
it's a
Kevin
modern
Costner.
Western.
God, is it, though?
Is it
It
Soprano?
is a modern Western.
It is a Western.
Well, do you consider Dallas to be a modern Western?
In some ways, yeah.
No,
Now,
I
would
don't.
say,
That one's just set in Texas.
yes.
Western,
Yeah.
yeah,
This one's just set in Yellowstone.
but it has cowboys
Well, dude,
who
we
are
occasionally saw
ranchers.
we saw cowboys occasionally in Dallas, even though they were
Yeah,
oilmen.
okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wouldn't
maybe
consider
Dallas
it.
is on the list.
Now, the one where they went in the past, where the family, Dutton family, got to the land, that's a Western 100%. But I hate that because it's well done. The acting's pretty good, but the daughter in that is insufferable and stupid. Just
You know what?
ridiculously stupid.
Sorry, sorry to interrupt, but you know what? I actually would. I myself would prefer a Western. Consider it a Western, actually. Logan.
Yellowstone, the original Yellowstone, or the origin one?
The what? No, I'll say Logan. The movie Logan, Wolverine.
Was it Western?
Huh.
Really?
Yeah, it had sort of like
Texas
Western
it.
style.
A little
I would
bit.
I would agree with him there.
It's
Yeah.
a good movie, though.
Yeah, and they were always talking about Shane in there too.
Yeah, no. Well, Logan's a spectacular movie. It's probably the best superhero movie ever made. I mean, Infinity War is in scope.
No.
In scope. But no, dude, Logan is
No.
really well done.
Logan's better. Logan's definitely better.
Logan
Mike,
is overrated.
yeah, no, I disagree 100%. What would you think would be the best superhero movie ever made then?
Spider-Man 2.
What was that?
Spider-Man 2 is good.
Spider-Man 2.
No, it is good.
No.
It was good.
No.
I would almost say
Very
that.
Well, that's
Spider-Man 2 is good. It's definitely up there, but it's a complete plagiaristic riff off of Superman 2. So
yeah,
it's
but
already
dude,
disqualified
the
on
guy
that
who played
premise
Doc
alone.
Ock was killer, man.
Oh no,
yeah,
I'm not saying that. Man, it's tough. Part of me just wants to go with Donner's Superman just because of everything that he set. Otherwise, I don't know. I hate to say The Dark Knight, but it's up there.
Oh, you and I, that's fighting words.
No, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but probably would say The Dark Knight, but
Is that the one with Heath Ledger?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
To be fair, I like Christian Bale, but I hate him as Batman. But Christian Bale,
Oh, he's perfect as Batman.
nah, I hate him. But Christian Bale,
You like him as
gave-
Bruce Wayne though?
No, I hate him altogether, and I don't like him in that role. I
Oh.
like him. I like Christian Bale, but I don't like him in that role. However, the dude, which I just said his name and I lost it. Gone.
Jeff
Heath Ledger.
Bridges?
Bale?
Yeah, Heath Ledger.
Oh.
His performance was as the Joker was spectacular, and that one
Yes.
scene where he and Batman are in the lockup. Dude, that's one of
Yes.
I know people might want to argue with me, but that's one of the best acting scenes in the history of cinema.
Oh yeah, the interrogation scene. Yes.
Yeah, it's insanely
absolutely.
good. It's ridiculous. It gives you goosebumps every time you watch it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So speaking of Heath Ledger and westerns,
Mhm.
Okay.
Brokeback Mountain.
Yep.
No, wait.
We already
Oh.
had to, we already had to go through the pain of that once. Stop it. Okay. I'm
I
gonna be.
just can't quit you.
I can't quit you. I'm gonna be back in a minute. I just gotta put some water on the boil.
Ooh, what are you making?
Coffee.
Coffee.
All right, fine.
Coffee.
Or he's boiling
Fine.
his cigarettes,
Oh.
one of the two.
That was very coffee-like. Coffee, coffee,
Could be
coffee.
steeping his cigarettes as well.
I
Ooh,
do.
he's gonna make coffee. I'm gonna go smoke. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I didn't have to make coffee because I still got coffee cold here that I hadn't drank
Oh,
because
dang
I
it.
hadn't shut up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got no coffee today. None.
I'm on my
What happened?
second pot.
Did you run out?
How are you
I don't
still
know
living?
how I'm alive right
Yeah,
now.
right. Does anyone else here do a Dutch drop, or is that just me?
What is it?
Well, you just
Sounds
kind of
like
take your teapot, your coffee pot, and you just put the grounds in the water, like cowboy coffee, right? And after you're done, you just take it and just drop it real quick, and the gravity throws the grounds to the bottom, and you get clean coffee. Cowboy coffee, same way.
So
Ju-
you dropped the coffee pot?
Well, no, you don't. Well, you just
What?
drop your arm real quick, and they snap it, and all the grains just because it's boiling hot, so there's a lot of air in the water, and the grounds just fall to the bottom, and you pour it out, and it's pure. You don't need filters, is my point.
So
Yeah.
you have
Never
a pot
tried
of
that.
boiling water. What
Yeah.
pot is it? Is it like a saucepan or is it
I
like
use a Japanese teapot.
a teapot?
Short and
So you have a
stout?
teapot full of water. Does it have a handle?
It
Where
does
is the
have
top?
handle. It's got a bamboo wrapped handle, and I'm the only person in the house that can use it without having to put hot mittens on. I don't know what the hell's wrong with them.
It's got bamboo on it though. That's pretty good
It's
for you,
plenty.
right?
Yeah, you don't need it. But I and her mother, we aren't bothered by heat very much. My children, my wife, secretary, they're very sensitive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, number
Okay.
5,
Yeah.
Longmire.
I don't even know what that
It's
Longmire's
good.
an
It's good.
excellent
It's
series.
really
It
good.
is so
Yeah.
good.
Really?
And it's got Lou Diamond in it, which is great to see him again.
Okay,
Oh, he's really good. Yeah.
But
And Katie Sackhoff. Oh my god.
it's actually one of her better roles because I hated her in Battlestar
I think so.
Galactica.
Yeah, I think it is her
I
best
like
role.
it. But is it a Western or is it simply a cop show set in the West?
He has a very Western vibe about
It
him,
does.
in his
It
lifestyle and
does.
everything. I would call it a Western. Yeah.
Yeah.
Modern day Western.
It is excellent. If you haven't seen Longmire, dude, 5 seasons. It's good. It's
Well, I
good.
guess I might have to watch it now.
I think it's still on Netflix.
Number 4 is, of course, the Yellowstone, but it's the origins called 1923, which
No,
is
that's the second one. That's the second origin.
Oh.
1883 is the first one. With,
Oh, you're right.
Sam
You're
Elliott.
right. You're right.
They're both good. I think 1883 is better than the original series.
And those are definitely westerns. Although 1883 is when they're traveling across the country with that stupid daughter, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I can't stand her. She's so dumb. Someone should put a bullet in her head, episode 1, and it would have been better.
Or put an arrow in her gut.
Yeah, no, she's so insufferably stupid. All she ever does is put her family in jeopardy constantly. Constantly. It's insane.
Well, not as much as the immigrants did. Those
Yeah,
idiots.
I get you. I get that too. But I mean, she was insufferably dumb, dude. I mean, what the hell are you doing? Now, I understand, even though Hollywood's woke, there is a weird thing about Hollywood, right? They contradict well, of course, progressives do this all the time, but they contradict themselves constantly, right? Because if you go look at the history of movies, and if you go look at all these movies, whether they be modern woke movies or old classics, who's the person that usually causes the issue? Who did something stupid that caused the problem? It's usually a woman.
The progressive.
Well, it doesn't matter whether it be progressives or classic. It's usually a woman did something stupid that
Stupid
caused the
woman.
problem. And it's weird because Hollywood has always been liberal, right? So why are the
Yeah.
women always doing stupid shit? I mean, of
They,
course women do stupid shit, but so do men.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I,
Yeah.
People
I
do
think
We're
that
not
stupid shit,
immune.
but
they do
it's,
that for the same reason that everybody kills mom, so the Disney princess can go off and find her adventure. You throw somebody out there so that way somebody has to come rescue them. That's the catalyst for action. The problem is that you do it wrong and it makes the character unlikable.
yeah, no, and that's often, especially in modern times, to become very unlikable. Whereas the old ones, they were a bit, sympathetic. But it's weird. It's just a weird thing. If you think about it, you sit down and think in your brain of all the movies you've seen, the problem is usually coming from a woman doing something stupid. It's just it is
Chester,
what it is. It's weird.
did you the same actress in a movie with Thomas Jane?
I like
Hmm.
Thomas Jane.
So it was is it Run
Lola
Run
Run.
Fight Hide?
Run
No,
fight.
it's
No, I didn't.
Hide Fight Run. It's
I
about
didn't.
a school shooting.
I didn't watch it.
And
No.
she's the daughter of Thomas Jane. She's in the school. Thomas Jane taught her about guns, and she saves the entire school.
Of course she does. Of course she does.
Oh,
Well, she's the only one that wasn't afraid of guns in that. Everybody else is a bunch of wusses. Now it was done by Ben Shapiro Studio, I
Like the
believe.
Daily Wire. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's a good movie. I liked it.
I like Thomas Jane, so
He's not in it a whole lot, so you might not like the movie.
no, fine. Yeah, well, I don't
And
know.
you
I'm
hate
not.
her, and you don't like her.
Well, no. Well, I'm not saying she's a bad actress. I'm saying that character was ridiculous.
I picked her if I was ever going to have a Zombie Full World of Oz movie as my Dorothy.
Oh, fair. She's a
oh,
pretty girl.
okay.
She's real smoking hot, pretty girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but she's a whore. Okay.
Good grief, Chester.
Anyway,
Well,
moving on.
yeah.
Getting in the top 3. All right. The one I was talking about where I couldn't stand this girl is number 3. So moving on. Number 2, Deadwood. Fair enough.
Deadwood
Okay,
should
I
be
heard-
number 1. I'm sorry.
Well,
It had
dude,
so much cussing in it, though.
it did,
Yeah, but it's
boy, was it
great.
good, dude. Ian McShane,
So
Timothy
good.
Oliphant. Come on, dude. It was really good. But
Also,
you're right. A lot of cussing in
oh,
it.
good.
A lot of cussing. Yeah, I can't get my wife to watch it because of all the cussing.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. There's no need for it. I mean, dude, some of the cussing scenes, if you go back and think about it, are actually profane.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, because someone's saying shit here or there, I mean, not a big deal. But no, that show's profane. Especially,
Swearing
Yeah,
to
man.
good grief.
goodness, especially when they get into their
Also, the movie
racism,
is
boy.
pretty bad, too.
Woo! Whew. But
Makes
it is,
Django blush, huh?
dude, it is bad. It is bad. But the thing is, though, it's one of the best, most well done cinematography. Is that a word? The cinematography
Cinematography.
is
We'll
really
let it be,
good.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
do like
Cinemagraph.
Hickok,
so.
though.
What do you say?
I did like Wild Bill Hickok for a while, though.
Oh, he was cool.
He was my
that guy.
favorite actor.
Yeah, he was really cool.
Yeah,
But
he's my favorite character.
well, I mean, in real life, he died in Deadwood, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
he did.
But
Pretty
he
sure he
was
did.
shot
Gambling.
by Jack McCall too. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
In the back, came in the back door.
Mhm.
Everyone
That's-
always.
no one knows what he really had as his hand, but yeah.
Well, the of course the dead man's hand, but because they always portray it wrong, because in the West, and just men in general, I do this myself. We always put our back to the wall. We never put our back to an entrance. I never do that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Ever. But they always portray it as him putting his back to the saloon door. That is not historically accurate. He did what
No.
he's supposed to do. He put his back to the back of the room like he's supposed to. The guy came in the back room and snuck in up and shot him in the back.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the
It
truth.
was. Yeah. No, the hunter position. I use that. Hunter position is in the corner where you can see all exits.
Yep.
And that's what they all did. I don't know why they put him over there with his back to the door.
Hollywood gets it wrong, like they do so many things. Because Hollywood's not real. It's just nonsense. But yeah, even in modern time, like I said, I personally never put my back to a door ever. Yeah, my wife thinks I'm weird because of it. Japanese don't think that way, I guess. But I, as an American, I never do that. Anyway, number one, what is it?
Lonesome Dove?
No, hold on a
Little
second.
House on the Prairie?
No, you would think it would be because Little House on the Prairie is not even on the list, and that's definitely a Western.
Wow.
Lonesome Dove is on the list, is it not? I just
Nope,
missed it.
it is not.
What?
And of course, The Rifleman is not on the list. Are you kidding me?
Garbage. Garbage. They should have
what
that on
writer
I don't
doesn't
know
seem
what
to
it
be
is
on
either.
the
The
list.
Rifleman teaches a lot of family values. There's no way Collider would ever support that.
That's fair.
No,
That's
Is
fair,
it-
Mike.
Is it another modern Western?
Well, well, I'm going to talk about it in a second. The Rifleman is about a single father and his son.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, that's rare. Now we know Hollywood hates families, hates them with a rabid passion. So someone's got to be dead. But it's rare that it's the mother. It is rare, right?
Yep.
I say, but then think about Ben Cartwright. Think about Ben.
There's Ben Cartwright. You also have Andy Griffin, right?
And don't forget Bruce Turner.
Yeah,
No, excuse me, the courtship of Betty's father.
But it is rare. It is rare. It's usually the father's dead or gone or divorced or something like that. They just hate families, Hollywood. They're so twisted in their head. But anyway, back to this one. I'm conflicted here because the actor in this I actually like a lot. I've already mentioned him a couple times.
Did they put Justify as number one?
They did.
Oh, for real?
Oh, God. I love Justified.
So do I.
It's a modern day kind of Western, but I don't know if I'd put it above Deadwood.
It's a cop show, though.
Yeah. He's a cowboy. In it.
But it's
cowboy values.
It's set in the hollers of Kentucky. That is not Western at all. That is not right. It's
I am
just
not upset by this. I will accept this because I love that show.
It is amazing, and you saw they came out with a new season or a new run,
Yeah.
but it's ridiculous because he's a bad white man. If you haven't noticed in that new series,
I could not. I watched it and I hated it.
I hated it
Now,
too.
the problem was they used one of what's his name's different books for that story, and Raylan Givens isn't even in that book.
No, but the new series that they brought out, it's just he's bad white man. Bad white man.
City Primeval.
Yeah, needs to be put in his place, bad white man.
And then I got to go on a tangent here. Raylan, during the whole course of Justified, had impeccable taste in women.
Oh, they were all mega hot, but absolutely
he goes
out
up
of
to
their
Detroit
damn mind
for this new season, and oh God, I was disgusted. Not because she was black, because she was freaking ugly.
Well, yeah, but you have to understand he's paying penance for being a white man in that show.
Oh,
how dare he be born white? That white.
The best thing about that show was the last 5 minutes when Boyd got out of prison.
Yeah, that was cool. But no, it's so racist. It's so insanely racist. And the crazy thing is about it, if you watch Justified with Raylan Givens, that dude doesn't have a racist bone in his body.
No.
No.
Not even one.
Not even one. But yet they made him the bad white guy, and all the black people are just yelling at him the entire series. Stupid white man.
Did, though.
What you thinking, cracker? That's what they did. That's what they did to one of the most popular TV shows of modern time. Justified.
Dang it.
Actually,
that's sad.
It is sad. But that's the world we live in. Haven't you noticed?
Oh.
No, unfortunately not.
I'm glad it hadn't affected you.
Justified is a series I have watched it multiple times. I love it so much.
It is great. It is really well done. Timothy Oliphant.
as a Western series, I thought it was going to be on here, but I never would have thought one because it's considered like a modern Western. I love it, but I wouldn't put it at one.
No, for many reasons, it's a modern cop procedural, is what it is. The
Yeah.
acting in it is insane across the board. So many great actors in it, but it is modern. It is a cop procedural, and it's set in Kentucky. That is not the West.
Harlan County.
That is not
There
the
are
West.
horses in
I'm
Kentucky.
sorry. I have to put
They
my
have
foot
horses?
down. I'll put both of them down.
Yeah, he's got a point.
You're
Even
fighting
though it's a good
before,
show,
but now-
it's not it's technically not a Western because it's
No.
not in the West.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's in the South.
It is. It
Well,
is.
according to Hollywood, modern day Westerns only need a cowboy hat.
Oh,
That's true.
joy. Unbelievable. And we've seen a bunch of examples of that, I guess. You just need a cowboy hat. So
I
does
can't
that
believe Little House on the Prairie's not on there. That's ridiculous.
that is ridiculous. It should
That was
be
a
in
And
there.
I'm not a fan of that show, but that should still be on there for its, for it being one of the great
Can't say
shows
it's
out
not
there.
significant.
Yeah, no,
But-
no,
Yeah.
100%.
Family values, though. You have to remember
Oh.
family values. They hate
Yep.
it.
Well, to be fair,
Those-
you're talking to a bunch of guys here who were raised generationally raised on the family values and morality of Pa Ingalls, right?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Right.
plain and simple, he laid down the rule of what it meant to be a man. End of conversation. Yeah, it's a very important show for our generation for sure, because he always did what was right, and sometimes right wasn't always the peaceful action.
Right.
But just to reiterate the Western things for those of you guys who might not understand what I mean by it, especially some of the foreigners that come on our channel all the time. In America, you could break America into 9 segments, really, but I'm not going to go that deep. But in America, east is of the Mississippi. East of the
Mhm.
Mississippi. That is the east, and the
Yeah,
south.
yeah.
The west is to the west of the Mississippi. Now, of course, Kentucky is
Right.
firmly on the eastern side of the Mississippi River. It is not. The beginning of the west would be Missouri,
Yeah.
where
Thought-
Eric
Yeah,
lives.
that's why we're called the Gateway of the West.
That's right. That's why you got that big old arch over there and lots of crime.
And dude, the pictures of the tornado from that arch were insane.
They were pretty wild on Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm glad you're okay.
We went and since we live over in Illinois, but we were just about 10 miles north of where it crossed the river into Illinois.
So you're
But
on the east
sun-
side of the river then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Well, Kansas
So
City's
we
one
drove-
of those weird cities that kind of straddles, doesn't it?
Well, there's Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas.
But you're
Yep.
you're in Illinois.
I'm in Illinois. Yes.
Yes, but you're talking where Kansas and Missouri meet, not where.
Yeah,
Illinois.
they're on the far side of the state. You're talking about St.
Yes,
Louis
that's
is right on
further
the
west.
river. It's a river town.
Yeah, well, I mean, the St. Louis is on the Mississippi. Kansas City is over way to the west, right?
Yeah,
I'm talking about St. Louis. Maybe I said the wrong word. St. Louis is a Mississippi River city,
Yeah, it's right on the river. Yeah.
right on the river. Yeah,
The arch is right on the river. I mean,
sure.
Maybe 300 yards away, if that. But we drove over there where the tornadoes went through the forest park and where the zoo and all that is. And you guys don't know where any of that's at here. But
Yeah.
the devastation, it looked like a bomb went off in the city because that
God.
tornado went through the city.
Dude, tornadoes are brutal, man.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
that was
true.
a rough scene. It's
Yeah.
insane. No, not more people died,
It was-
especially since the sirens didn't go off.
Oh, that's
No,
idiots. Did you hear their excuses? Did you hear that shit? They say,
What?
well, we don't really work more than 8 hours a day. It's not really, we're not expected to turn on a siren
no,
for
no, 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 no.
emergencies.
No, they were all at a climate change conference from that department.
This is
What?
so
It's
This
worse
is
than I
so-
thought. Holy crap.
It
dude.
is.
no. This
Did
is
you s-
horrible. This is horrible. Look, okay, you already know me. I'm gonna rant. Right now, I'm a volunteer. I'm a volunteer Skywarn coordinator, meaning that I have my spotters under me. I used to be the prime chaser before I couldn't do it because of health. We're volunteer. We're on 24/7. I'm down in the Rio Grande Valley right now. I'm watching Central Texas. I'm looking at my county. If something happens, I'm going to call my people, and they're going to turn on the freaking sirens.
Of course.
There is no way okay, I almost said, what I was going to say. There's no way that I'm going to leave my people where they can't get a siren. And just for them to say they were at a conference and nobody was watching, there was nobody left at the helm. There was nobody there. Those people died because that siren went off. They would have saved them.
No, dude, it's complete incompetence. And if you look at the lady trying to, hem and haw her way out of it, it's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. That's not how that works. Yeah. Doug here has mentioned Have Gun Will Travel, which I loved.
Oh, it's a fantastic show.
Yeah. That was great fun. Yeah. And that's Richard Boone, man. I don't think we mentioned him yet tonight.
No. And okay, so Rich, if you haven't watched Have Gun Will Travel, it's each show, almost every one of them is a psychological study. And it usually will go either into the dynamics of leadership and what happens when you upset the structures of society. Most famously, the one where he actually goes out and he hunts down the man that he's been hired to kill, and then he finds out that man that he was hired to kill was the one who was protecting the town.
Right, but
Oh.
another real big thing about that show, this from in the 50s, there were actually a lot of Asian characters in that. A lot of Asian actors in that. Chinese, of course. And you didn't see a lot of them, dude. Back in that time, the 50s, you didn't see a lot of Asian actors in the cowboy movies, which is weird because there were Chinese everywhere.
The Chinamen, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they were everywhere.
They helped build the railroad and everything, so yeah, they
Well,
should be there.
I think their involvement is deeper than you know, actually, because the simple fact of the matter, we have old maps, you see, and on those old maps, some of which supposedly actually drawn by Marco Polo, by the way.
Wow.
That guy. But we have maps from China and also from the Ottomans, the Tartarians, Byzantine, whatever you want to call them. I don't think we know what to call them. But they were in the Americas, and San Francisco was built by them. That's that. So the Chinese, that Chinatown in San Francisco is the original San Francisco. Now, I doubt they called it San Francisco, obviously. But the Chinese were in America long before the railroad thing started happening coming out of Shanghai. Even though that's not official American history, I'm telling you, it is.
Cool.
But that nonsense with the where was that again? Where were those assholes?
A climate change conference.
Yeah, but what city were they in? Kansas or
St. Louis?
So what's
St. Louis? They're in St. Louis. Yeah.
I just could. I'm watching that and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me, man.
Yeah, this is St. Louis. They get paid.
She has worked in that department for 15 years.
You never leave the desk uncovered. You never leave it
No, emergency services 24/7, 365. That's always true.
Yeah. And the thing is, they knew. The weather people had told us Friday we were going to get hit with horrible storms. There was going to be tornadoes, winds, damage everywhere. They knew it was coming.
It was
they had to go see their climate change.
The sun is acting up like crazy right now, dude. It really is. We've got these ribbons that are like literally almost an AU long that are just waving past us day after day. So there's weather everywhere, dude. Everywhere.
Yeah, there's solar.
Yeah. But yeah, that is the most pathetic excuse. I mean, it made me mad, and I don't even live in frickin' St. Louis.
33 people. I believe it's
That's the problem with legacy jobs.
Well, yeah,
There's
but I mean, Elrod, come on, that's not how that works, dude. Emergency services don't work like that.
No.
You always have
I
somebody on
mean,
the deck.
It
Always,
You
doesn't.
always,
always.
They do. Obviously, they do because it's a
call it what
legacy
it is.
job. Her
It's
position
that was on
is a
purpose.
legacy job where it's like I got the job because I knew somebody.
Sure, or a DEI hire or something like that.
A what?
Or a DEI hire. St. Louis is quite woke.
No,
See?
it's before all that nonsense. She's been there that
She
long.
is.
It's just,
No, you're right.
oh,
She is.
that's
Yeah, that's true.
Louise.
Yeah, you're probably right. She is a legacy.
She's so and so's niece. We'll hire her, and
Dude, that we just mentioned.
it's one of those
have
things
gun.
where once you're hired, you're never getting fired.
Nah, government jobs, yeah, but
That's why government jobs are horrible.
Oh, yeah.
they can be, yeah. But we just mentioned have gun will travel, and Elrod is already finished with it.
oh my gosh. Good job, Elrod.
Gee, look at that, man. That's not legal.
It's legal in 50 states, buddy.
All right, fine. Be like that. But I actually am a little bit surprised that in all the stuff we were talking about, we didn't mention Richard Boone. That's the first time we mentioned. That was coming out of Doug, because he's in a lot of westerns. Richard Boone.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I
but
assumed it was in the earlier list because I got in on the middle of the list. And you mean to tell me they just left him off entirely?
yeah, I didn't see him anywhere. No. The Cimarron Strip, of course, is definitely one of his. The Thunder of the Drums is another. That was actually a pretty good movie, right? He's in the Alamo. Didn't know that wasn't on any list. Yeah, Richard Boone, dude. Yeah, he's in a lot of westerns.
I mean, he's small. The dragon.
Is he? I didn't know that.
He's the dragon Smaug in The Hobbit.
Really?
I didn't know that.
In the cartoon, yeah.
Actually, one of my favorite movies of his is not a western, but The Halls of Montezuma. That's a good movie. He does a bunch of war movies too, if I remember. But
what's that horror movie he's in? He's the cemetery keeper.
Is it him or Vincent Price? Because
there's a really good horror movie.
I'm not sure.
No, it's him. No, they look very different.
Yeah, let me go check. Here, I'll go check. But starting to think of other stuff he did.
It's
Desert
a horror
Fox
movie,
was
and
good,
basically
too.
the cemetery map. Every time if he makes a new plot, he kills the people.
Okay. So here I'm on the list. He's in the movie Kangaroo. Sweet.
Kangaroo.
Never heard of that. I have no idea. Man on a Tightrope. That's actually a really good movie. Richard Boone's a good
That's
actor,
where he
dude.
invented shoes with pockets.
Yeah. I'm looking for a horror movie here. Beneath the 12-Mile Reef. Don't know that. Siege at Red River. That's a good movie. The Raid.
It's in the 50s.
10 Wanted Men. Man Without a Star. The Big Knife. Yeah. Battle Stations, Frontier, Star in the Dust. I don't know this one. So many movies, this guy. Lizzie? That's a horror movie, I think. He plays the doctor in that. Is that the one you're talking about?
Big Jake. Wasn't he the villain?
No, he plays the doctor, like the hero doctor.
No.
The original Ocean's 11, of course.
No.
Cimarron Strip, of course, was a really good TV series. He was in that. The Night of the Following Day? No. Big Jake, yeah, he's in that. Trying to look for your
Oh, he was in the Shooters? Wow.
Yeah.
He's the villain, Big Jake.
He is, yeah. I was talking about Lizzie,
Ramsey.
though. Yeah, I don't.
The Ricky Boone Show.
I don't know which horror movie you're talking about, but yeah, I'm surprised that we didn't get to him until Have Gun Will Travel though, because he's in a lot of really good westerns. Actually, Cimarron Strip, I'm kind of surprised didn't make the TV one. That was actually really good, but they had to give us all this modern crap, of course.
They didn't have very many TV shows either compared
There
to
were
this.
there are tons of western TV shows, so many.
Oh yeah, that's my grandfather.
Bounty Law.
Bounty Law.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was
Well,
a huge.
to be fair, I'm kind of with Eric on this. F Troop, baby. All day. Come on, that was good fun, dude. That was good fun. Wasn't Gomer Pyle on that show first?
I mean, okay, you mean Jim Neighbors?
Yeah, Jim Neighbors, yeah.
Because Gomer Pyle was in it. Yeah, I'd be like,
Golly.
Well, I'm pretty sure Jim Neighbors was an F Troop, wasn't he?
I Bury the Living. It's called I Bury the Living. That's the name of it.
I Bury the Living. All right, thank you. Yeah. Now I have to go look up F Troop. Damn it. All right, fine. Be like that.
It's a public
Hey, let us
domain
know
movie.
if
It's
you
good.
Is it? It's that old, huh? Goodness gracious. Yeah, Have Gun Will Travel was fun. But if I'm going to choose that style of thing, I'm kind of have to go with the Rifleman, though.
well, that's kind of comparing apples to oranges, though, because Have Gun Will Travel is sort of like a detective western, psychological gunman thing, and then Rifleman is basically stay off my land or I'll shoot you.
Well, it's about family and
Wholesome family shooting.
but I don't know. Me personally, I would go.
Cheyenne.
The tenor is very different. You're right, but I would choose Rifleman over that. What am I looking for?
I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, F Troop.
Yeah.
Rosa,
Lucas
you
McCain, man, that guy had a will of steel that just he wouldn't budge. When people were wrong, they were wrong.
Yeah.
Rosa, you drawing?
I have my pictures. I cheated and I just put my pictures from my book in there. 'Cause I was hurting enough. I'm not taking any pain meds. I'm hurting enough. It's hard for me to draw right now.
Oh,
Okay.
that's fine. That's no problem at all.
But I put I have my illustrations over there if you want to count them. But I don't think Chester will let me. So
We'll
what?
let you.
I'm not even in charge. What are you talking about?
You're in charge.
Yeah, I don't see him on the list, but I swore he was at least in some episodes. Jim Neighbors.
I'm sure he was. It was part of that whole property.
Yeah.
I think Mayberry and all that. I think what didn't they have some of the same production companies?
They might have, but I mean that whole show. There were a bunch of characters in F Troop, of course, but that whole show really comes down between three dudes. You got Forrest Tucker and Larry Storch, the Abbott and Costello pair, and of course the boss Lieutenant Ken Berry,
The Joker. The voice
Yeah.
of the Joker.
the voice of the Joker. Yeah, yeah.
And the voice of Caitlyn Jenner.
What?
And to be
Larry
fair,
Storch was the voice of the cartoon Joker. I was like, I sound like Caitlyn Jenner.
oh, fair enough. He does kind of sound that way, doesn't he? That's true. To be fair, the lady who played Jane, Melanie Patterson, she actually showed up in that quite a bit. She was in many episodes, if not all. She was an integral part of the series, but it was really those three dudes. You got the antics of Sergeant Morgan and Corporal Randolph, which, like I said, very Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello type characters. It's a comedy, but F Troop was good fun, man. I love watching that show.
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
good.
It's all about Agar.
Yeah. Now on the other side,
Ken Berry brought it down.
well, that's his job. He's the wet blanket. That's the point. But now
I don't know.
I see her on the side because I am on the IMDb's looking for F Troop. Over in the side, they constantly have this Sinners. They're really pushing the Sinners. People seem to like it. I haven't seen it yet. However, I do want to see it. I did see in one of the things my wife was watching the other day, where there was this lady and she went to see it with her husband. And after, she just couldn't stop talking about how much she loved that movie. It was so amazing. Black people are amazing. She's a white lady, by the way, going on and on about
Yeah.
it. And she kind of got annoyed with her husband. She said, "Well, what do you think of it?" And he said, "Eh." And she got mad,
Right.
and then she started ranting on about, this is her words. I don't have his side of it. And then he said, "Chill out. It's just a movie." And now she's wants to divorce her husband because of a movie.
He probably mentioned it was the ripoff of that Robert Rodriguez Tarantino movie, Dusk Till Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn, which was a great movie.
He's like, I don't know. I liked
No.
it the first time when it was called Dusk Till Dawn. I want a divorce.
Now, how come? And that had a lot of Mexicans in it because they're Mexican vampires. Now, would you consider
Directed
that
by
a
a Mexican.
Western? Would you consider that a Western?
No, it just had cheap over and over.
No
Well,
cowboy hats.
It had Cheech Marin
Yeah,
3
kinda
times. There were
Western
cowboy
noir.
hats. The big black guy had a cowboy hat on. And
Also,
the other,
one of the bar had cowboy hat.
yeah, and Sabini.
And what's his name was sort of a cowboy
Tom Savini.
character.
Sabini had not only
Savini,
a
yeah.
crotch
definitely a cowboy.
gun, but he also had a hat, a cowboy hat.
Mhm.
Okay.
And they were with revolvers too.
They
Like
were.
Yeah, they
the
were
crotch gun.
revolvers. Yeah.
There were. And a lot of the Mexicans had Mexican hats. What do they call them? Sombreros.
Sombreros.
And
Oh,
Cheech
cool.
Marin did play 3 parts. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But it's a great fun movie. Though. Great fun movie. But is
Now,
it a
well,
Western
here's
though?
one-
Does that qualify?
Here's one. Yes, it qualifies because Cheech Marin's in it. No, because he's West. Now, here's the thing: nobody has mentioned Evil Roy Slade, have they?
No.
Have you ever seen Evil Roy Slade?
No.
You need to see Evil Roy Slade. Go look it up. One of the finest westerns ever made.
Say it again.
Absolutely, Evil Roy Slade.
Never heard of it. Yeah.
One of the funniest dang things ever. Dom DeLuise is in there. A whole bunch of guys in there. That's
Oh
just
yeah. See.
it's, no, it's incredible.
Esther will
I love
consider it a Western. That's a
is,
satire,
it's
not
a-
a Western. He will say
it-
no.
it
It's
is
a
a Western.
parody. It doesn't count.
No, it
That
is a
and that's
Western.
why that's why F Troop shouldn't be on the list either.
No, this is wrong. If you're going to include F Troop, then you have to include Evil Roy
I
Slade.
didn't. I just excluded F Troop.
No, but
Parodies.
you wanted it here.
Parodies cannot be on our best list. They can't. They're a separate category.
That is a lie.
No, it's
the-
not.
So you can still have the Trinity movies, right? Because they're
I-
not parody; they're just funny.
Yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
thing is, though, Elrod, I've made an executive decision here.
So you're saying Blazing Saddles?
No
doesn't
Blazing
count?
Saddles.
No, it doesn't count. No, it's a parody. Yeah. It's a fun movie, though.
I hate. It's sad. That makes me sad. No.
Okay. Sorry.
Well, we
You
think there
know,
was
decisions
some
must be
parody.
made, Rosa.
That's why we pay Chester the big bucks.
That's
to run the
right.
show.
That's why I get
That
the
is
big
true.
bucks.
Yeah, he gets all this money.
But the thing
Oh,
with Dust to Dawn, though, is it is such a fun movie. But it also has Selma Hayek. I don't know if that's not the hottest moment in movie history. I don't know. That's pretty close, dude.
Yeah,
According to Tarantino, because of his foot fetish.
yeah.
Dude, she was smoking. She did a good job. She just melted the screen, dude. She did a really good job.
It's I'd say maybe second hottest would be Phoebe Cates coming out of the pool.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Selma beats that.
She does. But that Phoebe Cates is very generational, though. That's us.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sure there's a girl for each generation like that in some movie. We probably don't even know.
Jennifer Connelly.
What did you say?
My cousin.
Jennifer Connelly. She had a
Oh,
moments too,
yeah, yeah,
very
she's-
iconic moments in cinema too. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got some hot moments. Would
Does
you
she?
call them
What-
hot moments, Chester?
I haven't seen them. What would you say is her hottest movie? I've seen very few of her movies. I saw Labyrinth.
No, that's not hot. No.
I saw.
I think Rocketeer. She was at her most yeah.
Beautiful. No,
attractive,
she was beautiful in
yeah.
Rocketeer. Alita. I saw her in that.
Yeah, that's like I wouldn't say it's a
she
performance.
and I are the
but-
same age.
Career
She looked pretty
opportunity?
good.
That's a Western. She's on a horse.
What movie is that?
The movie where she's in the
the hobby horse. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen most of her movies, to be honest with you.
Career opportunities. It's a Western
No, I haven't seen that.
because she rides a horse.
She was in some movie that was like a religious horror movie. I saw
In the
that.
car-
What was it called? Say it again. I think we lost Elrod. He froze. What movie did you guys hear what he said?
Don't lie, you banned him.
She's in some like Catholic horror movie. I remember seeing that. I remember seeing the was it forget who it was. It was an Argento movie, I think. Where she can talk to bugs or something.
Oh
Jesus Christ Superstar?
No, definitely
yeah.
not.
That's the musical and there's no bugs.
And talk about sacrilege. That,
Jesus Christ Superstar.
is she in that? I don't think so. Whatever. I haven't seen most of her stuff. But they're remaking Jesus Christ Superstar with that lady from Wicked as Jesus.
Oh
it's-
no! What's worse? They
No.
want her to be Storm now.
Oh no! She's way too old. She's like our age, dude.
Oh, and apparently she wants to too. Oh
No,
God, I hope
they won't.
not.
I mean, Disney is going to have to learn its damn lesson, dude. But
They won't.
then maybe not. But the thing is, though, Jesus Christ Superstar was intended to be sacrilegious, blasphemous. That was the point.
Yes, yeah.
And they're trying to up the sacrilege. I mean, it's really weird because they yell and scream about you're not supposed to be mean to the Muslims and make fun of their whatevers. But yet the Christians, you can just tear them apart. I mean, come on now.
The commands are a little
Jesus did
different.
I guess. Anyway, blow that tutor, Jeff.
Little tutor.
Oh.
Hey, I think we got 7 minutes because we started at 20 after.
Well, what?
Uh-oh.
Phenomena is the bug movie. Thank you very much, Doug. Yeah, that's right. I saw that one. Fair enough, Dragon. Thank you.
Hey Chester, I
Yeah.
think I have my screen share set up right for a change, I think.
Okay.
Really?
I think.
Let me check. And there it is. Excellent. I'll start with you just in case you fade. Alrighty. So Jeff, let's go take a look. We're looking at Two Banana Mike here, and now he has chosen an iconic actor. Tell us about your piece.
Just doing the Rifleman, just doing Chuck Connors.
Chuck Connors. Such a good look. Who is the other guy? It has a similar jaw. He was in Shane, of course. He's in so many movies, but he was the bad guy in Shane. The gunslinger in Shane. What's that guy's name?
Oh,
I can't remember his name. Yeah, Jack Palance. Yeah, Jack Palance.
Believe it.
Oh yeah, Jack Palance, yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
He's
Jack
great.
Palance.
He's so much fun. But he has that Chuck
Hey, there's
Connors
a Western. There's a Western that we forgot about, and
Believe
it's
it
not a parody. It's a comedy.
City
Right.
Slickers?
City Slickers.
Cowboy hats and horses?
Yeah,
Yeah, you are right.
that was
Billy
that was a
Crystal's
good
the best.
series. I love Jack Palance.
That's what Billy Crystal's
Okay.
best.
You're all fired. But anyway, this definitely is great looking Chuck Connors we got going on here. What do you think, Jeff?
It's quite the chin.
Yeah, and you automatically see Chuck, and it's great. The Rifleman's a great show, really is. And he didn't take much guff.
No. I really enjoy the character of Lucas McCain. I really do.
Yeah, no, it is a good character. Someone mentioned Hostiles earlier, and
I
it's
did.
got Christian Bale in it, Jason. Now that's a
Mm.
character who takes absolutely zero guff.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, zero. Yeah, and he plays it
You
so
know what?
well.
You know what? A movie that we've overlooked: Ravenous.
Oh, that is good.
Hmm.
That's a DiCaprio one too, but it is pretty good. Dude, there's so many westerns we haven't mentioned.
No, DiCaprio is Revenant.
Oh,
This is Ravenous is with God. It's got
oh,
Sam Rockwell in it.
yeah,
And
yeah, the cannibal one. Yeah.
yeah.
No, that is good. You're right. That is really good. That has great pacing in it. Although Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio is pretty good too. Yeah, I didn't mind it. But there's so many great westerns we haven't mentioned, dude. Like Rosa mentioned, Lonesome Dove. Lonesome Dove was a good show.
That was fantastic. There's no reason it shouldn't have been on that list.
And of course, I think everyone agrees Little House on the Prairie is a major fail not having that.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you like what Two Banana Mike has done, please vote for him in the straw poll. Let's jump over here and let's go over and take a look at Amy's. Now, Amy has, Amaran came in late, but he's on it. Now,
Yay!
Now he's cheating here.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a western.
It
That's
it
a western.
is, isn't it? It's not a parody. Yeah, I'm gonna have to allow it, I guess.
Is it like a Mad Max style?
No,
western?
it's Back to the Future 3.
I was so
Oh,
torn on
okay,
drawing
yeah.
Marty McFly.
Now
I thought
see
about
it.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
It is, and the fun little thing, he plays two parts in that. He plays his ancestor and of course himself. And I don't know what they did or how they did it, but his ancestor is taller than him.
Okay.
I don't know if you noticed it. It's a
have
little
to watch it again.
thing, right?
Yeah.
But the ancestor is a good few inches taller than him.
That's a
I
good
love
detail,
that touch.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice detail. But of course,
That's
you got
a-
Doc
that's
and
a
Marty.
great-
Yeah,
That's a great feat there. Looks real good.
It does. It looks
Yeah, I
amazing.
had that hour. I only had an hour to get it done. So,
You did
so
good.
only like a sketch for now.
Yeah, but it's instantly
Unexpected one.
recognizable. Instantly.
Yes.
Right? Back
yeah, I
to
had
the
to
Future
use
3.
reference, obviously. So yeah, but yeah, I referenced like you can get the car and the figures like as a scale.
Sure.
I think Hot Toys, I think did it. Maybe.
Oh, did they? Now that's interesting.
Yeah.
I have a question
Yeah, Hot
in regards to that, if you guys wouldn't mind. You guys are always talking about references. And of course, I've seen in movies, I've never seen in real life, but I've seen in movies that they will have models in art classes, whether it be human or a bowl of fruit or whatever it is, the reference art. Is there any artist who just draws out of their head that doesn't
Me.
need
Yes.
reference?
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Okay,
All the time, but when I'm
mean,
doing
I
something like
always
this,
do
I have reference.
interesting.
I can't use
I always need
reference.
reference.
I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible at
Alex
anything.
Ross is like notorious
And
for like reference. Alex
Oh, and
Ross.
Alex
Pictures
is
of all his
Oh, yeah.
friends and family. Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Melissa
Yes,
mentions
Melissa.
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. It was a pretty good show, actually.
Actually, it
Oh,
was.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
It's
Dr.
not a
Quinn.
western, though.
It is?
Yes, it is.
No, that doesn't
Okay.
qualify.
Yes.
No.
Why not?
Isn't she in the
What?
jungle or something?
No, she's
No.
in the
Medicine-
West.
Wow.
That's Medicine Man with Sean Connery.
Oh, yeah. The ants.
There's
Dance.
something else.
Fair enough. Anyway, Jeff, you got an opinion on Amron's questionable western here?
I originally thought it was
Mad Max?
God, yeah, Mad Max.
Yeah. The Road Warrior, I guess.
The Road
I
Warrior.
did too. I saw the
I
car.
kept wanting to
Yeah,
say
the DeLorean sort of like is very similar to the Interceptor in a way.
yeah.
The front
Has
end.
all that junk on the back
A
and
little
the,
bit,
the,
yeah.
the front.
But
sort
the
of like
Interceptor
similar
is
to.
way cooler, though, dude. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah.
But...
The Interceptor is
Oh,
badass.
oh yeah, it does.
It
It
doesn't have a time machine in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it
And it can
doesn't.
actually
1.21
start.
gigawatts. Tom, how am I
It
going to
does
generate
start.
that kind of power?
If you put a Mr. Fusion in there, Chester, you might get some people to side with you.
Fair. But no, the Interceptor is bad. I'm a car guy. The Interceptor is badass, dude. That's a
Yeah.
great classic car. But anyway, awesome. If you like what Armoron's done, please vote for the straw poll. It's really good. I hope you finish it, actually.
No, no.
Oh my gosh, this is
That's
terrible.
too bad.
It'd be fun.
Let's move on here, Jeff, to Amy. Now, Amy has done Brave Star. She's got a very anime Brave Star. And I forget the girl's character's name, and of course his horse.
I was going to do Brave Star originally. But...
She's doing it.
I have no idea what Brave Star is. So
It's
I'm looking it up right now.
a cartoon
Old 80s cartoon.
cartoon show about a space cowboy, a sheriff, space sheriff.
He's got like
Oh, that's
a
cool.
robot, like a cyborg horse that can
You do.
also he can be a horse and then
Technically
he can like
transforms.
run around with his guns and
Yeah.
transforms into like a soldier guy. So I kind of did a Minotaur version of him. And I put Bruce's character. She's going along for the adventure, so she's sitting on his back, and they're
I thought that was
off
the
on
mechanic
adventure.
from Atlantis.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be cute. She's a
I like that movie.
It is good. It's a pretty good movie. Yeah. Atlantis is. There's two of them in there. I think
Yeah, there was a
there's two.
sequel.
What it
Yeah.
is.
Milo's Adventure or something.
Yeah.
I think it was like
Some people
they
would say,
did.
ugh.
They're gonna do a
Sequel.
trailer for like a series or something, but the series got canceled, so they just took the pilot stuff and kind of edit together into sort of like a sequel movie, and then released it today. That's what I think.
Cool. What do you think, Jeff?
I think it's cute.
It is always cute.
Yay!
Doug says, "Hey Chester, is
Oh,
Marilyn Manson Western? No, he's
Man.
diesel punk, steampunk.
Hmm.
He would be in Wild Wild West.
Therefore, he's either
Yeah,
Edwardian or
steampunk.
Victorian.
Goth
I'll let
core.
you choose.
No, the Old
Goth
West is
core.
Victorian time, right?
Fair, but he's definitely much more steampunky.
sorry.
Anyway, let's move on. If you like what Amy's done, please vote for the straw poll. Moving next, we're going to Eric. Now he's done himself a little
Yay.
bit of Wide Earp. It looks
Wide
great,
Earp.
dude. You nailed Kurt Russell, by the way. You
Yeah.
nailed it.
Head's too small.
You
Every
know,
time.
His head, he's like a
shrunk it.
bobblehead in that movie.
I shrunk it because it looked too big to me.
You're doing the 7/8 heroic scale, is what you're doing. Think of it that way.
I think it
I
looks
was like,
great.
man, that head looks
Yeah, you
huge.
shrunk it to
I
make him
gotta
look
shrink that
human.
down.
And
Yeah.
he got himself real
I
skinny
think
for
because
that
he
movie.
lost a ton of weight, right?
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah. So his head stayed the same size.
I know.
Or is the head too high with the
He
neck?
still had that massive jaw.
Well,
Eric,
Uh,
is your head just a touch high?
I
Is the
don't
neck too
think
long?
so. It's
Is what I'm
the
saying.
collar and the scarf give it that illusion, though.
I think it looks
Right,
great. I
right.
don't know what you're talking about.
No,
Although
I have no issue with
That's
the
why I
overall
hate drawing
likeness.
capes. I hate drawing capes and stuff because they make the neck
Makes
look
it
so
look
much different than it actually is.
fair.
Mhm.
Now, when he did Tombstone, how long after that was Soldier?
Oh.
Now,
I
Soldier
think
is
that
a
was like
movie
few
that
years.
closer to
That's right. The Soldier was
to
like
Stargate.
97,
Almost had that same haircut.
98.
Hmm.
yeah, but he
One of the
just bulked up huge for Soldier.
Yeah.
It's actually an
One of the
underrated
most-
movie.
Yeah, hugely underrated
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, it's also
Loved it.
connected to like Blade Runner. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
an
they have
early,
Anjo. Yeah.
early Blade Runner. Yeah, which means it's connected to Alien and Predator, as you do. But anyway, I like it. What do you think, Jeff?
I think he finally jerked the hog leg.
I think he did.
Yeah. Jerk that hog. Let's see what happens.
That smoke boat.
I said, throw down, boy.
Yeah, he does such a great job in Tombstone. They all do.
It really it is. It's a fantastic movie.
And you know, Sam Elliott is so understated in that movie, but he's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Anyway,
Gonna
it's
get a
awesome.
couple of quarters, beers.
Thank you.
And they won because they were the Wyatt Earp movie that got Sam Elliott.
That is true.
You can't make a Western without Sam Elliott.
That's true. That is the rule.
Fuck through your mustache.
But then again, if that's true, then does that mean The Big Lebowski is also a Western?
Yep. Sam Elliott.
Western crossover.
A Western crossover.
I
It's got
like
Sam
your
Elliott.
style,
I like your
dude.
style, dude. Yeah. Anyway, if you like what Eric has done, please vote for him in the straw poll. Very nice. Melissa, of course, Honey. I actually like this quite a bit. Calamity Jane. That's nice.
Oh, I did that too.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeff. My goodness. Yeah, this was inspired by. There was this old the WB did this show for like one season. I remember being just very fascinated by the the character design for the lead character. I remember thinking like it was in the series she was like like ivory white and had like really top her hair was usually in a bun except the special situation would flow like that.
So
And
it was animated.
It was animated.
Oh.
It was an actual cartoon.
Never heard of it.
I know it's probably one of the most obscure shows from the WB. Yeah, I think it only lasted one season. I enjoyed it. The guy who played Riker in Star Trek: The Next Generation played her partner. I thought it was I thought it ended too soon. I thought it was interesting. They wanted to make the character was supposed to be like kind of a plain looking woman, but they still had to make her interesting. So they did some really bold things with her.
Oh, I see.
With her skin and hair.
Actually,
Yeah.
you hit it real well. I'm looking at a picture now. It looks just like that. Very good. But of course, the problem is it has the guy who plays Riker in it, who sucks balls.
Oh dear!
How dare you?
How dare you, sir?
He's poison.
In the charade.
I can't stand that actor. I mean, I'm sure he might be a nice guy. I don't know anything about him personally, but the worst
Wasn't
part
he
of Next
also
Generation.
like Xanatos on he was Xanatos on whatchamacallit? Gargoyles.
Gargoyles? Yeah.
Yeah, voice wise. Maybe his voice and stuff is fine, but him as Riker on the Next Generation, oh my god, dude. I hated every second he was on the screen. I did. I mean, because everyone else fit their character really well. Except maybe Tasha Yar. We didn't really need her. Worf was a much better choice. That actor.
Do you think the producers like really regretted not hiring the Rocketeer to be Riker?
That would have been a better choice.
He was the other guy up for the part.
He was too stocky to be a number one.
Well, that's the thing. I think that's why they probably regretted it because, that guy stayed in shape. This Jonathan Frakes got pretty fat. He had to change all the uniforms.
They did, yeah. But I just didn't like his portrayal of it. I haven't seen him in anything else. Maybe he's good in other things. I don't know. But I really hated that character. And it's sad because so many of the other characters in Next Generation were perfect for where they were, right? Geordi was great. I liked Broccoli quite a bit.
Yeah, Barkley.
He's the best.
Yeah, Barkley.
He's the one human on the ship.
He is. You're right. That's true. That's true. And of course, a lot of these people are very noisy and very woke these days. But Patrick Stewart just owned that character, dude. He was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't Kirk. He was his own character.
Yeah, no. He was actually what you would imagine a actual naval captain to be, right?
Right.
An actual one. Yeah, he was great. And of course, Wesley is probably the most woke of any of them.
Don't even get me started with him. Oh my goodness.
He's also the worst character on the show. So there's
He
that.
is. He is. Although I
Yeah,
can't stand
he's
Riker.
he's supposed to be the golden boy, by the way. He like the director said so himself that he was supposed to be his like golden boy of the show.
That didn't work out. Yeah, he's ultra woke. He's the most cuck thing I've ever seen in modern time. His mother, Beverly Crusher, I think her name was. She was
Yeah.
good. I liked her as the doctor.
Yeah, she
You know, she was the dance choreographer for Labyrinth.
Really?
Really?
Didn't know that.
Really?
What
I
was?
didn't know that.
Yeah, if you watch the old Labyrinth DVD that has the behind the scenes. It's like
Okay.
Cheryl McFadden, dance choreographer. And you're like,
That's
wait a
interesting.
minute,
I didn't know that.
that's Dr.
I know
Crusher.
that.
That's neat. Now Cirrus,
cool.
which character? What was the name of her character? The Betazoid there.
Troy.
Troy. Yeah.
Troy.
Yeah. Counselor
Troy,
Troy.
yeah.
Deanna Troy. Yeah, she was fine. Of course, I think she was just happy to be there. I mean, pretty much all she did before that was get naked in movies. That's pretty much her MO.
Well, that's all she was there for, was to wear tight outfits because she didn't
Yeah.
do anything.
Not
then don't
really.
forget
And
her
she was,
mother.
I always saw it as like the show Psych,
Yeah.
Mhm.
where they're
Uh-huh.
tricking people to think he's psychic, because that's totally Troy. It's like she doesn't have any powers.
Clearly.
All of her observations are things you can clearly see.
Yeah. And the problem with
Like when a Klingon dials in and they're like, "Oh, Picard, why are you here? What do you want?" And then she's like, "Captain, I feel like he's angry
Yeah.
or hiding something."
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
like,
true.
"You
That's true.
think?"
Well, and
Do not
they
leave out. Do not
well-
leave out Deanna Troy's mom.
oh no, we don't need
Yeah,
her at
That
all.
actress.
Director's white.
we
so,
could
yeah.
just cut that family completely out. But one of the problems they did was they painted themselves into a corner, though, because the supposed ability she had, they should have been using it a lot more in reality.
Well, it's
Right.
it's like it's spider sense.
Yeah. But
It never
they shouldn't
works
have they
because you
shouldn't
have
have
to use
given
it all
it to
the
her.
time or none of the time.
Yeah, they shouldn't have given it to her. And the first Betazoid we saw, I'm pretty sure was the bald female in the motion picture, right?
No, but they're basically the same character.
I thought she was. They
Yeah.
called her a Betazoid.
It was something similar, but not.
Huh.
But it is the
Yeah,
same
okay.
character because the child diddler that was the Commander Decker was totally just Riker. Like they just redid those characters for TV.
Fair.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. She was a lot prettier than Cirrus, though. For sure. But anyway,
Oh, the bald one?
dude.
Pierces Kambata. Or of Megaforce.
How do you? I mean, it's hard enough for a woman to pull off the pixie haircut. Very few women can really pull it off. But the bald, she's smoking hot, but bald as hell.
Because they searched the world to find like an actual Miss Universe to play that part.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable. It's hard, man. It's hard for a girl to do short hair, let alone no hair. It's hard.
Especially for her, because she's from a culture that treasures hair, and she had big, thick locks of hair that she had to shave off for a movie.
For money. For money. She was cool in it, though. Anyway, Jeff, you got an opinion on the Legend of Calamity Jane here?
Work unit.
Yeah, it's very calamitous.
It is. It is.
Boy,
Um,
John.
Already did, Mike, so I can go over to Jason. Oh, that's a nice homage. That's nice.
Jason.
Yeah,
Oh my.
Yeah.
that's a nice
That's
homage.
Outrider, by the way, right here.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we're just looking at different Clint Eastwood characters here: Unforgiven, Pale Rider, of course, the Man with No Name, and what is the one up in the upper right?
It's so
Upper
nice.
right.
So nice.
That's William Money, and that's Josie Wells.
Oh, I see. Okay. So we got
Yeah.
so Josie is in the middle, Unforgiven, Pale Rider, and the Man with No Name in the trilogy.
Killer women and children.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that scene so much.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
like the
kill
Clint
just
Eastwood.
about everyone that walks or crawls at some time.
Now I'm here to kill you, little Bill.
It is
Boys
a good
better
scene.
move
Never has what's his face been so nasty in a movie?
Gene
Lex
Hackman?
Luthor. Yeah.
Gene Hackman, yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And that
liked
was
him.
like that was his double bill, right? It was like that and the one of Sharon Stone, the Sam Raimi.
Yeah, the Sam Raimi one.
yeah.
He's real mean in that too. What's the name of that
Quick
one?
and the Dead. The Quick and the
Quick
Dead.
and the-
Quick and the
yeah,
Dead. Yeah, that's a bit
like
of
you're just waiting for him to die in both of those movies.
right. But that Quick and the Dead is a bit of a popcorn guilty pleasure type movie, though. It is fun.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's got Russell Crowe in it, oddly enough,
And Lance Henriksen.
and Lance Hendrickson actually doing a good acting, which is rare. But Russell Crowe is also thin. I mean,
That was like his
really thin.
that was his breakout movie in America, right?
Was it?
Wasn't that his Gladiator days?
I think of it as
Pre-Gladiator. That was his virtuosity days.
Yeah, oh, dude, I love that. He's great in that. I love Virtuosity though. Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe, man, it's good fun.
I think Virtuosity was first. I think that's how he got discovered. Like Sharon Stone saw him in that, and she's like, "Oh, we need to get him in Quick and the Dead."
Oh, she just liked his ass and his abs.
Yep.
You know, because actually, in Virtuosity, he's in better shape than he is in Gladiator.
Mm-hmm.
He's in insane shape. He's almost like a bodybuilder size in that movie.
He still had those fat fingers.
Yeah, well,
you knew it was coming. You saw those hands, and you're like, "Oh, that guy's going to be a big sausage man one day."
well, and he is. But to be fair, he is a person who moves his weight around for a movie. So I kind of feel if he
Literally.
really wanted to, he probably could drop it.
Yeah. I mean, but he doesn't need to. He's got that Gladiator money.
Oh yeah, no, he's all good.
Robin Hood money.
Dude, everyone hates Robin Hood. I like it. The only thing bad about it is the ending. Really?
The ending.
Well, yeah,
I never saw it.
Yeah, I liked it. It's just the ending is bad. And the main reason is because the lady, Kate Blanchett, I think her name is, plays Maid Marian. And before the end of it, she's great. She's a great Maid Marian. But at the end,
And they're playing him as older people, right?
They are.
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. You can't be a maid because she's like 50.
She's not a maid in the story either. Her husband's dead. However, at the end, someone made a decision that okay, she needs to be the hero. Give her many hero moments, which doesn't make any sense at all, and they ruined the end of it. But up until that, it was really good. I mean, Russell's doing Russell. I liked her as Maid Marian until the end, and it was insufferable.
Is that a Ridley Scott movie?
What do you say?
I'm sorry. Is it a Ridley Scott joint? I should say.
I'm not sure.
Does he make joint or movies?
He's done a lot of weird things in his life, that's for sure. Anyway, Jeff, would you like to give an opinion here on this homage to Clint Eastwood?
Do it.
Make my day.
Make his day. I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
That's Dirty Harry.
It is Dirty
Like
Harry,
yes,
but that's
and so.
okay.
By the way, I dropped another art piece I did years ago. So if y'all check that out and draw along, it's
I
there.
will. Elrod, do you want to display for me or?
Oh, hang on. Let's see if it'll let me display without roboting. There yet?
It's
no.
It's not. No.
Try it again. You got to be gentle with this button because it'll either kick you out or not do anything. No, it doesn't want to do anything.
Oh no.
Nope.
You could just drop in a Discord, I guess.
Yeah, Discord is.
Oh, there it is. All right.
Oh, yeah.
And it's rotating, and then it's gone. Just drop it in Discord. I'll go over. So let me see here. Yeah, I love the who did this AI of Clint Eastwood blowing bubbles instead of smoking a cigar. That's funny.
Wait, what?
What
Is that
was
in the draw
the
along?
yeah the no? It's not called Nobody, but
That's one of them.
yeah.
Nobody is the one with Henry Fonda.
No, this is the one I'm talking about. That someone did some clips here.
Trinity.
Trinity, thank you. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, they
Man
call
Oh
Named Trinity.
yeah, I love that movie,
Oh,
man.
Yeah,
or Man
there's
Named
there's
Trinity.
2 or 3 of them, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I watched 2 of them. I watched the first and second one.
Somebody put Columbo in here. Tell this Alpha, Columbo is not a Western.
Mama.
He should be. He should be.
One
Columbo
more
is.
thing.
Ask you
Did
just
you
one
ruffle
more
my
question.
cat? Soy.
I do love me some Columbo though. To be fair,
He's awesome.
yeah.
You say you weren't anywhere near that, Perry, but they say they saw a cow in your car. I think you rustled the cattle.
It's fair. It is fair. Let me see here. Did you get it up yet, Elrod?
Getting there.
Okay.
Edit.
Oh, I'll show this other one from Mr. Motion here, Jason. Dude, that's pretty, man.
He's good. He's really good.
I'll give you Paladin and Calamity Jane.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
That is so awesome.
And here's another one from Jason. This one I like. This one I like better than the other one, dude.
What?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I like all of them.
No, this one's really good. That's great. I love the shadow and the perspective. You got a Dutch
Ooh.
angle going on. Nice.
That'd make a nice T-shirt.
And Thundero said, "Yeah, it is Ridley Scott. Yeah, it would make a good T-shirt. You're right."
Unfortunately, it's copyright, so.
Yeah, no, that's I
It-
get it.
Well,
I get it.
Oh my
As
gosh.
far as people know, sell that stuff at flea markets. You'll make a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
You put on one of those
Flea markets.
All right, so we have Gun Will Travel. Of course, Richard Boone from Elrod, and of course, a much more accurate Calamity Jane.
Jane Canary.
Yeah,
Miss Canary.
That is very accurate. Yeah.
it is very. Yeah, it's a good job.
I made her kind of prettier than
Yeah.
the actual lady.
Well, I was being sarcastic earlier.
Less leathery.
And she
but,
was meant to be a very smelly, and she looks smelly. Good job. And of course, we have Gun Will Travel. It's such a good character. What do you think, Jeff?
God, who is the who was the person who played the Emperor and Gladiator?
Oh, that guy.
Oh,
Joaquin
Joaquin
Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, she looks like Joaquin Phoenix.
A little bit. Yeah, she
Go back
does.
to her.
Yeah. Go back to her. Sure.
Am I not merciful?
Oh my God! It's the eyes.
It is. Cool. Well, if you guys like what Elrod has done, please vote from the straw poll. All right, let me go over here and take a look at the draw along stuff while you guys vote.
Beautiful.
JD dropped something again, but not actually coming in. What's up with JD? The kid in Rainbow visiting Billy's time period. I don't know what that means.
Billy the Kid.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Billy the Kid and Calamity Jane. Maybe.
He's self-inserting his characters, I think, into Western somehow.
Yeah.
He
think
does
that's
that a
it.
lot. I'm not sure. Maybe the horse is the character.
That's
That's
Wooden's
the girl on the back, on his back, like riding behind.
Well, you know, if there was a bucket of Bojangles chicken, I would know. To be fair. Okay. Anyway, very good. Thank you,
Bojangles,
JD.
of course, is confirmed.
Let's see here. Rosa has given us some stuff from
I just dumped.
her book. Yeah,
Dumped.
no, that's fine.
I was lazy. I don't want to do anything right now.
I got one more coming in that I started and then gave up on. I was like, Armoron will do this one. I don't need to.
It's a nice one there, Rosa.
There you go.
Oh,
know what you're
he's a looker.
Yes. They're ugly. They're mutant cowboys.
Fair enough.
But they are cowboys. It is a Western. And I got to do it because Amy and Melissa said my book. And I'm so excited. I love y'all.
Oh, hold on. In that case, I might as well put my picture of your character in there too, Rosa.
Yes. I love you for that.
Which
I have
one
all
is
y'all's-
this, Elrod?
That was going to be Raquel Welch from that movie where she's wearing the cape and nothing else.
Oh, is that the one where she's bathing at the water well?
I think so, yeah. The one with Jim Brown and her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it is
it's so-
difficult to take your eyes off Raquel Welch, to be fair.
Nobody's supposed to take their eyes off Raquel Welch.
She was
She's
very beautiful lady.
The face of Marvel Comics.
You know what I saw the other day, Eric? You know what I saw? 2 or 3 days ago. Angela Bassett with her husband.
Yeah.
Now he looked old, right? He looked
She's
old.
still alive?
Yeah. And dude,
Wow. How long ago was Murder, She Wrote? How old was she then?
I'm just telling you, she is
That's
still...
Angela Lansbury.
Not Angela
not
Lansbury.
Oh, wrong
Angela
Angela.
Bassett, the black lady.
I was just wondering why I had Chester's fetish for sweaters.
No, we're
think
going back to
Lansbury
that.
just died.
We're going back to that, Army. No, dude, she still looks amazing, and she's what, 60 something, right?
Oh yeah, she was in Wakanda, right? And she looked younger than Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just shocked at how good she looked because she's not young, dude. She looks really good. Now this
Yeah, they
right
had to
here is
age her
from
up
Jason
for the
Gonzalez.
Wakanda
It's of course Clint Eastwood.
It is
What was that,
good.
Elrod?
I love his eyes.
They had to age her up for like Black Panther 2.
No, dude, they did age her up in the first one because you look at her
Yeah,
now, and
they
that was
had
years
to.
ago. She looks way younger than that.
Yeah.
That's just a
She's
good-looking woman.
66.
Yeah, dude, that's just a good-looking woman. Now her husband looks 66. He looks his age. And they look very happy together, which is great. I don't know her life story or anything like that, but they look like a very happy couple. But I just couldn't believe how good she looks, dude. It's insane. It's not fair. Anyway, thank you very much, Jason. Very good. Well, let me go over here whilst you guys continue voting, and let me take a look at the Twitter, and see if you can find something cute. That you're not cute. Okay,
What?
that's not cute.
Ooh.
Okay. I don't know. That's War.
Her husband's younger than her.
Is he? But he looks
But
more
only- only
he
a
looks
year.
more his age,
Yeah.
right? It's just ridiculous how good looking she
She
just
carries all the stuff.
well, beautiful people are beautiful people again. Why are you fighting in the water? What's wrong with you? And
He's
she
shooting them in
is
the
a
water.
beautiful woman. They're picking who they think are the most beautiful here. And you're wrong. It's backwards. So the dudes go to vote.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, it's definitely backwards. The little Asian one wins. I decree. Okay. I don't know who you are. Marco Ruby. You remember I told you
Oh.
guys when he was brought on board, I said, watch this dude. He is absolutely on fire, dude. You know, I know that JD will be the next president or at least candidate, but I'm kind of Team Rubio, dude. But anyway, JD's doing a good job too, though. To be fair, this is very Japanese thing to do. Okay. Yeah. Why am I not getting cute stuff? Why do you got guns? Guns everywhere. What's all this gun stuff? Ooh, that's Western.
That's Western, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It's Blazing Saddles, of course. It's the opening scene where they
Oh, is that
sing
what-
songs and the black dudes sing much better than the white dudes. It's a joke.
What the heck is
Town
that?
ladies, sing this song.
Doo-dah, doo-dah.
Town lady.
Yeah.
You
It's a
know,
fun movie.
Camp
It's just
Town
not. It doesn't get to be in the list. Now, why do you need something like this? Why can't you just open?
Because you're doing acrylic nails. Read the first bit at the first second. Yeah?
It says, "Oh, I
Don't
see."
you know anything?
No, I don't. I don't. I've never had nails. Okay. I guess I'm not gonna find anything cute today. Oh, that's kind of cute. He's hiding his chips. 'Cause we know people like to steal the chips. He's doing good. Tetris. Okay.
Oh yeah, this is this.
This guy doesn't. He's never played Tetris, I guess, huh? Someone's dog's
I
not
think the aim
happy.
of the game is like try to set it up without it tipping over. That's the aim of the
Yeah,
game.
well,
See how-
That internet dog
why
that
is there so
controls
much
everyone.
violence?
Amazing.
There's a
Hey,
lot
you're
of
the one that uses
violence.
guns for your Twitter.
I mean, I see it all the time, but in America, are things really getting that violent?
No, it's just
Well,
the internet,
Fair enough.
not real world.
Depends what you mean by
Not
violent.
Oh, by the way, this is that girl, supposed girl, that was in Russia with her drugs and got arrested. And then we actually traded the literal merchant of death, the actual guy a movie's been made about, to get her back. And I just want you to notice that that is not her.
No.
That's a dude. And you know, you can say, oh, she just flat chested. No, that's called an Atlas belt. You can't fake that. So why has this dude been playing in the WNBA for so many years, and no one says so? Why? Because that's 100% a dude.
Because no one's ever seen the WNBA.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh.
Fair enough. No, I guess I'm not gonna. Oh, hold on a second.
Wait,
Dogs.
there's a bunch of dogs.
One second.
Dogs help.
Cute. Oh, tail's wagging.
Oh, you are fired.
You need to find the dog falling off of the mountain. It's the funniest thing ever.
Dog falling off.
He's like leaping through a tree
Yeah, I
branch and
saw
just
it
like
too. If she
disappears
was
over the ledge. It's
if
great.
she was prettier, that would be better. But we got what we got.
Oh.
More violence. Great.
More violence.
What do you think, Eric?
Violence.
We grew up in a kind of violent time, but it was a different reason and purpose
No
for
one
the
takes it.
violence. Is it worse or better, you think, from our point of view?
I believe it's worse right now.
Fair enough. Well, I'm not gonna
No
find
one
what I
takes it
want,
then,
so
that's why.
screw it. Because we had some brutal moments, but it just different.
People didn't share it. Kept it to yourself.
That is true. The social media is definitely a problem. All right, what do we got here? We got
Oh, those are great.
very, very classic cowboy types. We got the 10-gallon hat, and we have the what do they call that? The actual hat they wore in the West, not because the 10-gallon is coming much more recently. The bowler.
Yeah.
The bowler hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have
What turned up part of the hat was amazing. Holy
Oh,
shapes. It would be really.
what characters are these? You guys recognize it?
Hmm.
It's just like.
Yeah, that's we just said Sam Elliott,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know the other.
No, that's Sam Mail. I'm talking about this one.
Oh, sorry, my other monitor's slow.
Have Gun Will
I don't know.
Travel. I think.
It looks like Tex, the old Italian comic.
Wow, that's interesting.
We forgot about Yosemite Sam, guys.
We did.
Oh,
Oh my
no.
god.
Oh my gosh.
That's fair.
My favorite is still when he's sitting there in the parlor with Bugs Bunny at the table, and he says, "Cut the cards," and he pulls out the big butcher knife and just whacks the cards in half. Not like that, you darn galoot.
Yeah, Yosemite Sam's definitely a gunslinger, of course.
Excellent.
He's an
Ooh,
icon,
cartoon.
I think.
Purveyor of mud flaps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks great. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah. Very nice. Thank you, Doug. Let's see the Cowboys,
So
Cowboys, and Cowboys.
that was.
That's a good title there, Doug.
You need one more cowboy
Nice.
because you've got 4 cowboys in total.
It's true.
He did
And
say they all made up. He made them all up. It's all original characters.
He did? Okay.
They're not supposed to be anybody.
Now,
Yeah, why can't
Jason,
they
I'm
make
showing
them
the
up?
other thing
Cowboys.
you dropped on here. What is this character you dropped in? Is that Jonah Hex?
No. This is one of Rose's characters from her story.
Oh, right. I thought I recognized it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
You're so. I love you.
Well, very nice. So let me go over here and grab the straw poll, and I shall vote myself. Okay.
Dude, that's one of my favorite ones from all times.
Oh, thank you.
Great piece.
I did for you.
I know. I need to commission that from.
He just made a man. Thank you. Well, they are cool, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go over here and do this then. Alrighty. So.
My brother
Who-
actually thought it was a shadow, so.
Yeah. Who won the Drawn and Quartered Ultimate Fan Edition Western competition?
Woohoo!
Very nice. I have 8 choices today, and I have to put them in order. So first we have Amy, collector of Annie Oakley's bobbleheads. Very nice. Old Annie. Yeah. Also, I have Melissa, Hopalong Smurf. That was good, Jeff. That was good. Hopalong Cassidy, of course. Very nice. We have Rusalyn Amaran. I no.
Rustlin. Rue Rustlin.
Oh, Rue Rustlin. Rue Rustlin.
I have a Rue Rustler.
Rue
Say that.
Rustlin. Well, I mean, they do eat kangaroos, so I suppose you could
Yeah.
rustle kangaroo.
Milking them, not so much. No.
So, no.
Ew.
So does that mean that in Australia, Winnie the Pooh is like mega popular?
No.
Okay. Because they have
Just
2
regular
kangaroos.
Humphrey B. Bear is like
They got
celebrating
Kanga
60th
and Roo.
birthday
They do.
yesterday.
You
Humphrey
wrestled
B.
a bear?
Humphrey B.
Davy
Bear.
Crockett.
That's true.
He was like a
That,
popular children's character
He
back
was.
in
I know
the
who he is,
70s,
yeah.
80s.
Humphrey,
Yeah.
yeah.
He celebrated his 60th birthday yesterday.
Did
Did he
he?
really?
Yeah.
And
And
was that-
I'm just amazed that suit still survived. Like hasn't disintegrated.
Same one?
It's
Oh,
like
wow.
it's like a really old character, and it's just guy in a suit. Like a
Yeah, it
mascot
was like
feeling.
an old TV show, right?
Yeah, it was a kid show. It was a
Yeah,
a
it's
daytime
like
kid show. Yeah,
Bozo the Clown. Or
sort of. Yeah,
what was that puppet one, Eric?
aggro.
No.
Dobby, the
Howdy Doody?
Howdy Doody, thank you.
Yeah.
And then we had aggro.
You had
It should look
aggro. Really?
Aggro the puppet. Yeah, in
You
the
get angry, I
80s to
imagine.
90s.
Ag-
Oh yeah, he had no filter And he was a kids show children's
kids
TV
show.
show character.
With what? With a
And he'd have like a female sidekick, like a real like a female like sidekick character,
Oh,
like a co-host, and he would torment the shit out of them. Like fully, almost
interesting.
R-rated jokes he would talk about, like would make about her.
That's funny.
That was a kid's
There's videos on YouTube. You can find them on YouTube. People have uploaded like
Aggro. That's interesting. I'll have to check that
Aggro.
out. You know, I was kind of surprised because when Paul Hogan came out with his Crocodile Dundee stuff and it was such a smash hit, right? He was at the Oscars that year, I remember, and he actually was very funny. Deadpan, of course, as he does, but it was real funny, and I'm really surprised he didn't host the Oscars. He would have been a good host, actually.
Well, he was a comedian in his own country, right?
I didn't know that. He was real funny,
He
dude.
had like this sketch comedy show. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, I do remember him doing his kind of acceptance speech for something. Anyway, moving on. Eric, the even paler writer. That's probably true.
Oh, I am very pale.
You are very pale. So am I, dude. I'm super white.
You didn't have any power in the list.
Well,
so I guess
I'm
pale,
about
so-
my limit for the sun is about 3 minutes, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
For a long time.
I insta burn. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can stay out a little longer than that, but not much.
Yeah, I'm not meant to be in the sun. The evil sun. Anyway, let's see here. We have Elrondmus, the Geritol kid. Nah, that's just me.
No.
Yeah. And only the older people even know what Geritol is.
You know I do.
Hey, take it easy with your son from Silver there, buddy.
Or Pepto Bismol.
Need a little more fiber in there to cheer you up.
Yeah.
Oh.
I also have Jason Quickdraw. Get it? Quickdraw, and he's an artist.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's good. I like that.
Now,
I like it.
you didn't mention Droopy Dog or Huckleberry Hound.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. Droopy was in all kinds of Western.
A quick draw McGraw, yeah.
Well, so for sure.
Ricochet Rabbit.
Ricochet Rabbit, and that's right. That's right.
Hello, all
get
you
the first
happy people.
2 banana for a few bananas more. That's good. That one.
That was cute. That's cute.
That was cute. I like
I'll
that.
take them.
Yeah.
I'll take them. I'll take them.
R.H. Calamity Jane's more dangerous sister. Fair enough.
Woohoo.
Fair enough.
That's cool.
So what am I going to do today? What did I like best?
All of them.
yes.
Oh,
Go back and look at them again. I kind of want to go. I'm going with Eric.
Woohoo.
Yep, I'm going Eric. I'm going Eric, and then I'm going with. I should go with Armoron, but he's illegal, so.
Oh,
That's
what are you
cruel.
talking about? He did Western.
No, it's illegal. Come on.
That's Western, dude. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mad Dog
Yeah.
Tannen, buddy. Mad Dog Tannen.
Yeah, the whole story
Mad
was
Dog.
basically a western, as a traditional
No, I
western.
know. I've deemed
That's
you
very
illegal. You've been made illegal.
Wow.
Eric
Rough
went.
crowd.
You just screwed Armor on.
No. Did I? I did. Haha! I did something.
What did you do?
I gave Eric the win.
do something.
You bastard.
I was just joking, and I put armor on all the way on the bottom, but it mattered. So, oh well.
That's cruel.
No, it's not. It's all right. It's all fair in love and war.
That's right. I didn't expect to win with this. It's just a goofy sort of thing I did anyway.
And no, it's great. It's actually great, dude. I love that. I'd
cool.
love to see you finish it. It's really cool. And it definitely is a Western, for sure. The third one, yeah, for sure. Is that and some people I've heard people say that's actually their favorite one, the third one.
It's a great movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
It's
is.
good.
Better than the second. Second's just a placeholder to get you to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second one is definitely the worst of them. But
The
the
future
first
scenes
one,
are pretty cool, though. Pretty cool.
mm,
That's about it. Then, yeah, it's just let's go. We're going back to 55 again. Okay.
although I'm kind of curious, they didn't fix all the paradox though, because the
Marty's alive.
the girlfriend
Don't
changed.
pick it apart. Don't pick it apart. Don't pick it apart.
No, of course not. You don't.
Try not to think about it.
You try
Your head
not to look
explode.
at any movie, really, especially something made by George Lucas. But yeah, no, don't pick it apart. You're right. You're right. Fair enough. But still, the girlfriend
Lucas.
changed.
Nothing to do with it.
It's
She
just
did, but they changed time, so maybe that caused her to change.
That's what I mean. The paradox. They didn't address that one.
that's just reality. Let it go.
And I still
Well,
don't
and
understand
his
why
dad
Marty and
became a
whatever
body
her name
double and
was
stuff, and
didn't go on the train with him.
Who didn't go on the train?
Marty and his
They
girlfriend.
come back later?
Well, no, they were starting their own adventure. They didn't need to be with Doc anymore.
What are you talking
Their
about?
adventure was life.
Excuse me, Mike. If you have an opportunity to travel through time on a space train, what are you going to do?
He already traveled through time, and it was disastrous.
I was
So
gonna say,
he's
it did not work out for
"I'm
Marty.
tired."
That's fair. That is
If
fair.
Marty said, "Can I come with you?" and he goes, "Oh hell no."
Yeah, Doc's like, you screwed enough up, kid. You're out.
That's fair. That's fair.
You're
He got
fired.
the Toyota of his dreams, and then it got hit by a train. So yeah.
And that's
Although,
the power of
although
love.
Doc got busy, man, he had a freaking flock.
Jules and Vern. Yep.
And Jules and Vern.
Little creepy little kids he had.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
wasn't she pregnant as well?
Oh,
I
I don't know.
don't
I seem to remember her
They have all
having
the
a bit
time
of
in the
a
world.
bulge there for I thought there were 3, the 2 kids and the baby, the unborn baby.
No, they didn't. They
You're
didn't
thinking
really.
of Einstein
Only had
and
the 2 kids.
and the dog, the new dog.
It's like
Oh,
the
no,
cartoon series they came
No.
up with. They came back to the present day as well.
Right. No. I was thinking about
In the
Yahoo
cartoon
Serious.
series.
That's what I was doing. I had a throwback to Yahoo Serious. Is he still alive? Is he a thing?
I don't know, man.
After Gene Hackman's death, they made him
disappeared.
king of Australia.
Fair.
He disappeared. He fully disappeared.
That's brutal.
I loved his Young Einstein though. That was fun, dude. That was a good fun movie.
Yeah, he disappeared.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What was that? Ned Kelly when he did?
Like,
right.
what-
Right.
Mark
But he-
Echo Jackson.
Well, come on.
He
He was
disappeared.
way
Yeah.
better than Pauly Shore. I mean, come on.
Dude, that's not even fair because everyone is.
That's fair. That's true.
Aww.
Way back in the
Pauly.
day.
No, Pauly was
Poor Pauly.
insufferable, to
Hope
be
he
fair.
lives.
Anyway, thank you very much, Mike, Amy, Melissa, of course, Rosa, Jason, Elrod, and Amron. But justly so, by my very own hand, Eric is the winner. Claps! I done did
I'm
good.
purple.
I think so.
I'm purple like the kid Prince. Nice.
All right. Well, let's go over here and see if anybody's got anything going on, and then we'll get out of here today. First things first, let's go to the champ. Hi, champ.
Hey, what's up?
So, what's our point situation here?
I think I got it. It is sorted. I moved into first. Amy's in second. Armoron's in third.
Oh wow! Oh, wow.
Armoron has picked up some points lately.
Well, yeah, I won the last 3-4 weeks before, so
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. I have a point.
vengeance.
Oh, I'm going to give you a point I'm giving you 10 points this week.
Oh, really? Oh, that's sweet.
And he's the
Yeah,
W.
the higher you
9
give me,
points.
the more points I'll give
The
you.
corruption. The absolute
Yeah, baby.
corruption.
Nepotism,
The
baby.
fix is in.
Fix is in. I guess maybe I should draw something. Let's see if I could do a circle. I can't.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
Alan's dropped
Yes,
quite a
you can
bit.
build up to it.
Al, he's
Start with
not been here every week, right?
Yeah. yeah.
But
Which
anyway,
has helped me because I missed 3 weeks recently too.
fair enough. You did. So tell me, what is our plan for next week, sir?
Edgar Rice Burroughs.
Oh wow!
Ooh.
Wow.
all right, Elrod.
That's my alley.
Elrod's been waiting for this one.
I got to be here on time next week.
You
Of
better.
course, Armand would probably like drawing Jane.
Hmm.
I figured Armand was going to draw like a showgirl this week.
Yeah, I
thought
was
you
thinking
guys- I thought
that,
you was gonna
or
do Kitty
a
from Gunstone.
saloon girl, or something
Yeah.
like that, you know, or like, yeah, one tied up on the train tracks, the old classic villain as the
yeah.
villain. I had that idea, like, yeah, like a train and the villain like tied up the girl on the train tracks. Yeah.
Oh,
That's so bad.
Well, I mean, now keep in mind when you say Edgar Rice Burroughs, most people think of John Carter of Mars, but do keep in mind
Tarzan.
the guy did a lot of Tarzan.
I think of Tarzan. That's what I think.
Yeah,
Well,
Tarzan
to-
would be the go-to.
Yeah,
There's
but you know, I'm
towns
talking
named
about
after that
normies
character.
here.
Yeah, Normies would know Tarzan before they know John Carter.
Fair enough, but he did a lot of Tarzan. And he did some there was something like it's like a land that time forgot. It was like
Yeah,
some
the
like
Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth,
Hollow Earth.
Earth, the Hollow Earth stuff, Earth Core.
Pellucidar.
There was a series of like some kind of moon books.
Oh wait, Tarzan was in one of those too. Tarzan
Yeah.
Earth's Core.
Tarzan goes to the Earth's core. Yeah, that's the
That's
crossover.
That's true.
That book is insane. I was reading some of it. It is intense.
And
Pirates of
Yeah.
Venus.
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, he had
Carson.
a whole bunch of Venus books. That's right. He also
Carson
had like
Venus.
he had some Western stuff too.
Oh, tons. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that do not misunderstand that Edgar Rice Burroughs is a one-trick pony, because he is not.
Oh, and you can count Dune as his because that's total ripoff of John Carter.
It is in a lot of ways. Although Dune has a little bit more of its own depth, though, in
Just gave-
the politics and psychology and stuff. But fair enough, though. But anyway, next week, Edgar Rice Burroughs. That's going to be fun. That's a good one.
Yep. June's gonna be an interesting month. We finish up May with Edgar, and then we go to George Perez tribute.
Nice.
Oh.
Robert E. Howard days, and then
Yay.
we'll have 28 years later because that's coming out, and then
Ooh.
we complete June with The Tick.
The Tick.
Yes.
The
Wow.
Well, hold on a second.
I
I am
love The
going to
Tick.
Tokyo. Let me check here. No, it will not affect this at
Uh-oh.
all. Excellent.
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah, because your birthday's the last week of June, right?
It is, but
Second to last,
it's
somewhere in there.
I'm going on I'm taking a long weekend, but it's not on the Friday. Of course, you're Thursday, but it's my Friday. So yeah, it doesn't affect anything. Excellent. So very nice. Let me move along here and just go down and girls, hi,
Hello.
hello.
Hi.
Would you like to ask Amaran any questions?
What's your favorite color?
That's a decent question. Do you have
Was that me?
Yeah, well, you are the girls.
Yeah, y'all are girls. I don't count.
Yep.
Okay.
Cuties.
No, you
Um,
are the lady.
That's true. I'm too old to be a girl.
That is true.
They are the girls. So, girls, question. Any questions for Amaran?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you had lunch yet?
Have you had lunch yet?
No.
And was it Vegemite?
Oh,
No.
that would be.
Really? Did you have breakfast? Have you not eaten today? I
Yeah, I
haven't
had.
eaten today.
Yeah, I had breakfast. Yeah.
Well,
like
I
a
didn't.
late
I
one.
didn't eat it all yet today. So I missed breakfast and lunch. What kind of breakfast do you Australians eat?
Very, very expensive, luxurious breakfast I had. Very expensive.
Oatmeal?
Pop tarts.
Ooh.
Eggs.
Just
Oh,
only eggs,
oh
just
my
eggs.
gosh, they almost
No sausages, no
eggs.
hash browns.
No,
The
just
gold
just
plate
egg.
was free.
Have
The eggs
bacon.
were expensive.
A Turkish, like a toasted Turkish bread. We're gonna get fancy.
What
Ooh, Turkish bread.
you
What's a
mean, like
Turkish bread?
pita? Naan?
No, it's not pita. It's like it's just this, like these little rolls, Turkish bread rolls, sort of things.
Oh,
Flat.
Are they
flat bread.
delightful?
they're swirly in the middle.
Yeah. No, they're just rectangles.
Oh,
They're-
okay.
so bread
Yeah,
rectangles with an egg on it.
Well, that's nice.
Just
Yeah, they're
bread.
very like, they're very like, they got a lot of air bubbles in them. It's like not full bread.
Well, now you
Bread with
reminded
egg.
me
I
I
don't know.
didn't eat. Now I'm hungry all of a sudden.
They're really good.
Now
when
you
you
want some
toast them,
bread.
yeah.
Something.
Sometimes ham and cheese is really good on them too.
I don't
Toasted.
even know if there's anything to
Melted
eat in
head.
the house, really.
Have you
What?
ever done
Yeah,
a ham?
I'm probably
Oh,
Egg
Chester,
ham
you
and
know
find
cheese?
there's
something
food in
later.
the house.
Food.
Yeah, but if I want to do bachelor food,
Oh, yeah. You're going to have to
Like
make something
ramen?
yourself, so.
yeah, there's always some scrap of something you can munch on and say you ate.
Yeah.
So it's either smoked. Yeah.
That's men
It's
logic,
either
by the way, ladies.
barbecue.
Yeah.
So anyway, very good. So girls, anything else to report? How's Dad?
Dad's doing well.
That's good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Hey, that guy who's not Tom Welling retweeted me.
Really?
Cool.
Jonathan Shetch. How do you say his name? From that thing you do?
Really?
No idea.
You know what I'm talking about? He looks like Tom Welling, but because I mentioned he was still alive, and he was like, "Yes, I am."
Oh, that's nice.
Because
Aw.
somebody was making a post like he was dead, and I was like, "I believe he's still alive." And then he was like, "Yes, I'm alive."
What a day.
We followed
You're
it.
old and decrepit, and you're just searching your name to see if anyone mentions you, and it comes up.
Yeah,
I don't think he's not that old, is he?
I don't know. Probably like 60, maybe.
Oh,
Well,
maybe.
I mean, I've never
50?
searched my name.
I don't know.
Have you?
You should do it. You should do it, dude.
I just know my dad went to his grave thinking he was Tom Welling,
Oh, fair.
or Tom Welling was him.
Hmm.
He's like, that kid from Smallville. He was in that thing you do. I was like, I think that's a different guy, Dad, because he would be a lot older. Oh, that's him.
Nope.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I think that's one of the things we can.
That's
throw out
like
and help
that's like
later.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. You say?
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Oh, Chester, now's the perfect time to Google yourself.
Turkish bread.
Yeah, do it right now.
All right, fine. Go ahead, girls. You're supposed to be talking. What are you doing?
Oh,
Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. Let's.
Or maybe that's
see.
what we do one night. We Google ourselves and draw the results.
Oh no.
Oh, that could be
I just end up drawing what I usually draw.
Well,
We can't. It's a family show.
the very
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
thing that came up was an obituary. I'm dead.
Oh, that's not great. Oh,
Didn't know
no.
that. Didn't know I was dead.
I would have to
Oh,
draw
I
the
know.
entire Marine Corps museum. That doesn't work.
I am
Maybe we
I
have
am
one
a
on-
wine of some sort.
Oh, okay.
The first thing that comes up is a wine.
So I guess I get a gravestone, huh? Let me see what images come up for my name.
Elrod is
Oh,
the
wow.
name of the building of the Marine Corps Museum
Wow, there's
because
actually
that was a boat.
There's actually pictures of me online.
Yeah, let me like.
Yeah,
create
your
new from
your
keyboard.
image from that Kickstarter or Indiegogo pops up usually.
Yeah.
This is
Interesting.
my first Google image.
Oh, I want to see.
Well, mine is the John Dillard
Oh,
art.
I see.
Oh
Perfect.
wow!
Amara.
Oh, I haven't Googled myself in a long time. Let's see.
Armor on Spency. You should have that with his Turkish
Oh, good
bread
grief.
roll and egg and ham and cheese.
I only have to like scroll down to find one of my rogue picture I did.
But the
I think
internet
for the-
really
for
thinks I'm dead
BNC,
because there's a lot of
maybe?
gravestones too.
This one?
Really?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Why- Really?
It's probably talking about the my namesake,
I'm a physical
who is
therapist.
that
Holy
famous
crap!
Catholic priest.
Oh yeah.
But
Mine gets 3. It gets a guy named Elrod who played for the Orioles.
Woohoo!
It gets the guy the Marine Corps Museum is named after, and it gets Elrond from Lord of the Rings.
oh, fair. That's cooler than
I'm a
mine.
pastor.
Yeah, and my
I'm a.
It's meant to be.
that is funny. Anyway, very good. Well, let me. What am I doing? I'm moving on, I guess. I already talked to Eric. Oh, hi, Mike.
Hello.
I'm dead.
Mike.
Okay.
Oh.
So, have you gotten your handbook for the recently diseased?
No, but don't tell my wife.
Okay.
You might be a little upset.
Yeah.
No, she.
Nobody picked up on the Beetlejuice there, huh?
No, I
recently
did.
diseased.
Oh yeah.
What you got
So,
going on,
I'm just
dude?
doing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nothing. Right now, I'm just just doing the cartoony Chuck Connors right now. That's all. Because I
Oh, sorry.
more often than not, when I draw, for whatever reason, I will do somewhat realistic work, and I hate it. Drives me crazy because I am mainly cartoony, but doesn't always come out. And then I get stuck doing realism, and then after I do realism, then I go back to cartoony and I knock it out. So you can see I already have the shape for Chuck Connor's head. That's all.
Chuck Connors is deceitfully hard to draw because you think he would just look like a Lego block because he's got that square head.
Yep.
But it's not.
He has a lot of shapes to his head. He's not He's not an easy guy to do. So
no.
Well, that's why I
He
said like
looks
Jack
like he would be
Palance. He's
easy
got
because
that
he's
kind of
so
weird head.
square, but it's to
Yeah.
make it look like him as tough because it's like, well, it's just going to look like a comic book character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he has those same broad features that all of our
Yeah, he's got the
strong
lantern
have.
jaw and the wavy hair. He's like
Mhm.
Superman.
Yeah, he was.
Well, he was
without a
Doc
doubt.
Savage in the series that was never made.
Really?
Yeah, there's still production art that Doug Wildey did.
Oh, wow.
And he was the first choice because it was like he kind of lived that life. He was a double pro athlete. He played pro baseball and pro basketball.
Nobody knows he played basketball anymore. Nobody thinks about that.
Yeah, he's like, was it the Celtics?
Uh,
Then he played for the Dodgers.
You know who I saw? It reminded me. Who's the guy that played Maverick?
James Garner.
James Garner.
James Garnier.
Thank you. James
Shampoo
Garner.
magnet.
Check him out in the movie. A movie called "Help Out Your Local Sheriff." I think is what it's called.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Good movie.
That movie.
That guy, when he's younger, he looks like freaking a superhero, dude.
Yeah,
He does.
charisma.
And but I mean,
Actor.
he was wicked fit, dude.
No, he literally looked like a Superman drawing walked off the page.
He
when was
did.
young.
Yeah.
But other than that, Chester, to get to your question,
Yeah.
nothing right now. Just status quo is what it's been, and that's it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And that's good.
I've been told. Very nice, Mike. Thank you. Amaran.
Yeah.
Any words?
No.
Fair.
I'm good.
You got any wildfires or tsunamis or anything like that going on?
No.
That's good.
Poisonous apple.
No, it's pretty average.
My
weather right now.
wife was so upset.
Except down the south, there's massive floods in one town that hasn't seen floods in like forever. So
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now my wife was
people are
very
dying.
upset with Australia the other day. I just have to
Why?
let you know. Because they had those fires, right? And there were a bunch of koala bears, like a lot, like 1,000 or something. And they basically flew a helicopter and shot them all because they were badly burned. And
because they carry so much venom in their claws.
That's right.
They're as dumb as panda bears.
Yeah,
Because
but I
pandas, you know,
understand why they
dumb
shot
pandas
them.
and
That was a
useless they
humane
are.
act, but my
Right.
wife was mortified.
Oh, man.
It is what it is. Anyway, very good. Where am I now? I did Eric. I think I did everybody except for Rosa and
I'm
Jason.
the
Hey,
only
Jason.
one. Jason
You
has to
didn't
go
do
first.
me.
I'm a
I'm
Jason.
doing good.
Yay.
Yeah. Speaking of hurricanes and stuff like that and tornadoes, we actually Tennessee or part of my town was hit. So
No. What happened?
at least around it. At least it didn't directly hit
Mhm.
us, but like it went like around us. So
Oh wow.
and it was raining, storming pretty hard too, and knocked out our power for all night. But we're good. Yeah, everybody's
Dude.
fine. So
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah, tornadoes are no joke, dude.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
yeah. Other than that, I am just trying to get some new art out there. Trying to get our Etsy shop out there as well.
Oh yeah.
Do my best with that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just if y'all wouldn't mind, just head on down there to Instagram. The links in my bio. Just click on it and it'll take you
Yay.
directly to it.
And Jess dropping all that stuff too.
That's so
Excellent.
awesome. I love you.
Yeah,
Well, thank you very much,
Love-
Jason. How about you, Elrod? Did you want to add something?
Yes.
Yeah, if the camera will ever come back on, I'll show you something cool that has to do with today. Meow, meow, meow. All right, it should be on soon, maybe.
Nope. It
Nope.
keeps some. You have some. There's something wrong with your something because it just
It's
keeps
because
kicking
I
on.
came into the show an hour late. Whenever you come in an hour late, Discord doesn't like you. It
I
thinks
see.
you're like hacking in.
Oh.
Well, you can put it in the You can put it in Discord, and I'll grab it and show it if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll put it there. I'll put two cool things that have to do with today.
All right.
I'll go by.
Whilst he's doing that, Rosa, what you got?
I want to say I love you and you and you and you, but especially you. You know who you are. Love all y'all. So good job. Good job on everything. And a special shout out to Amy and Honey for calling out my book. I was like, yay! I didn't even know she was talking about it first. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you for letting me come off and on so I could go have my leg rewrapped. And and my new book actually is coming out this week. Finally, Herman, if you're still with us, it's finally here. I'm doing a soft launch because I'm so many months behind because of all the craziness that happened this year and with the storms and everything, I couldn't get it done. And so I'm just doing a soft launch. So it'll be out this week. Okay. And so be looking for that. And I've already got readers looking for it. So I'm real excited. So, but just be praying for everybody who's been caught in the tornadoes and the storms and with all the craziness. It's been a really rough couple of weeks. And I just want to keep those people in our prayers and that everybody will be safe for the coming weeks. Cause it looks like we got another couple of crazy weeks coming up ahead.
There you go. How's it coming,
no
Elrod?
joke.
It's getting there. I got to go back to Discord now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no. We get tornado
Do the
hits
draw
every
along.
year,
There
unfortunately.
you go.
Yeah.
There's one.
Oh, wait a minute.
Actually,
Let's see
the
it.
Cool comic
worst,
book.
the
You got
worst
one.
hurricane we ever, not hurricane, the worst tornado we ever had was at some point in the 30s, I think it was, or 20s. And it's on the tip of my tongue. Can't remember the name of the place, but it literally blacked the entire sky for as far as anyone could see. It was
Is this
such a
New York?
mega tornado.
New York?
Whoa.
No, it was Midwest.
Oh, it's Xenia, Ohio.
Are you talking about the one in the 60s?
No,
That ran through
this
the-
one's like definitely 20s, 30s.
I think you're thinking of 1939, that one that hit Kansas.
It was
And that
ridiculous.
little girl disappeared with her dog.
Oh yeah, that one. That's true.
Yeah, that one.
Forgot about
I
that
heard
one.
that was a terrible one.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and share my. Oh, I see. Well,
These were awesome flea market finds.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Silly.
I had to butter up the guy a little bit to get those for a decent price.
Dude, that's a nice.
Dell.
So you have to go to
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Dell
saw
did,
that Dell. I saw Dell did a bunch of riflemen when I was digging up reference photos.
Yeah,
and
those
everything.
are
Like,
super
wow.
expensive now because the rifleman is in a Renaissance.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one's Johnny Yuma, the Rebel, which is a
Dell
great
Western
underrated
Adventures,
movie.
dude. I completely forgot about Dell. Have gun, will travel, baby. Paladin
And then the
shoots it
next
out
one
with
is
a vicious killer.
Johnny Yuma.
Such a
Johnny
good name,
Yuma.
Paladin.
Oh yeah.
Are those like
Did you go to the one
comedies?
under
Are
it?
they
Yeah, I'm
dramas
getting to it.
inside, or is they?
Yeah. The Rebel
Oh,
was like
okay.
my dad's favorite show. Like Nick Adams was his guy.
Johnny Yuma.
That's why he hated Elvis.
What?
My
Wait, what?
dad's stepdad was Vernon Presley's cousin.
Really?
Oh really?
So every summer, my dad got stuck as a babysitter for his younger brother while his stepdad went to hang out at Graceland.
What?
Oh wow.
Oh,
And beyond that, the guy who hung out at Graceland a lot was Nick Adams, Johnny Yuma, the Rebel, because he was Elvis's
Aw.
buddy and he loved Elvis's family because he was an orphan or whatever. And then he was really mad when he found out that he didn't get to meet Nick Adams.
Oh no.
Oh no.
oh.
He had to babysit.
That's all.
Yeah, that's awful.
You hung out with the guy from the Godzilla movie? What? No.
No, you'd never bother to just.
Yeah. There were a lot of that stuff going at the time as the comic book companies were trying desperately to survive, right? So there was a lot
yeah.
of licensing material that was coming in at that time. But then again, we even saw that in the 30s too, though. A
Well, that
lot
was
of
the big
licensing.
thing. Like Westerns were number one
Yeah.
on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what the kids watched was TV. Kids didn't go to movies at that time. That's when Hollywood was scared they were fading away because TV took over.
It's true. And now streaming is
Is
taking
it in
over.
that corporation?
Fair enough.
Yeah, which is still TV. So the TV's just gotten fancier.
Fair enough. All righty. Well, thank you all very much. And we'll see you guys next time where we're going to do Edgar Rice Burroughs, which is going to be a lot of fun. But awesome. Well, take us out of here, Jeff.
Really confused and dropped.
I like
Namaste, baby.
Namaste.
Namaste,
baby.
baby.
Awesome. All right. Later, everybody.
Oh, later, Nani.
Love you guys.